ready to go as soon as the link is live. Says we're live. Are you recording?
No, I'm still waiting for it to go live. It's done. Redirecting to YouTube. Okay. I'm on mute, so I don't care.
I got the live link.
Cool, man. It's great.
Are we recording?
We are now.
All right. Wow.
Woo!
We have officially made it.
The buildup is here now. Here we are.
Yep. Already got 2 people in the chat.
Nice.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Not Worlds Collide. It's the first ever Wrestling Cards VirtualCon Night 1. First ever wrestling card only wrestling memorabilia. You'll see why I'm saying that later. But yeah, this is fun. Can't believe we made it. You know, it's just interesting to see how the brainstorming comes together.
Who would have thought this time last year that we would be in this position right now? Like, I think with your podcast kind of predating mine by months, I don't know how long, so like that, and then joining together, and all of a sudden here we are jointly putting something together. Yeah. It's
gonna be fun though. Thank you guys for watching. I will say this constantly. Please subscribe to the WTC YouTube channel that you are watching this on. If you miss any of this, we will have the replay available as soon as the show goes off the air. And maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple days, you'll see it on my channel as well. And we may be able to cut some of it up and put on some audio if you like to normally listen to us on audio. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Feel free to drop whatever you want in the chat. Let us know if we're having any issues. If you guys want to buy something, you can communicate with each other in the chat room. We'll have a guest in about 15 minutes for our first spot, but me and Tony are kind of taking over this just for an intro and showing what we got. Got any Don West deal of the days, Tony?
I have all kinds of stuff. God, what should I do here? Are we getting some? I have some cool Undertaker promo cards from 2006 Insider.
And guys, we're putting prices on these, so I'm sure both of us are willing to negotiate, especially the more you buy. The way that you're going to do this is if you see Tony, obviously you know how to get a hold of him, or you know how to get a hold of me, but whoever we're bringing on the show, they're going to give you their social handle, their email, whatever. Same with us. And you can reach out to us either after the show, or, I mean, you could try during the show, but we probably aren't going to get to it. We're going to have a hard time enough monitoring the chat, but just reach out to us after the show, whether it's us or whether it's our guests that come on. And that's how we're going to do these sales. And then you can arrange it there. The whole point of the show is just like a card show. Vendors have their spots and their time, and they're just showing off what they have available. So now that we have that out of the way, Tony, you can continue.
Oh, continue. Oh my God. Put me on the spot here, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll start cheap on those, man. I'll do those Undertaker promos, I guess. I don't even know. I have to check. I was checking so much comps yesterday on some of these things just because it's been so long since I've done anything. But yeah, I'm only $2 a piece on these things. So that seems to be the going rate for them online. It's like that. So I've got 10 of them here. So if anybody's interested in these things, obviously leave a comment if you want them or not. I don't even know what else to do with these. It's just all new stuff here, but yeah, $2 a piece on those. I had doing research last night was really hard for me because I haven't done it in so long, and trying to find some of the things that I would like to offer up today and tomorrow was really difficult because some of the stuff I have is not easily found. I mean, I don't know, hasn't sold, or there's only a couple of them. I mean, I can go as far as like, hey, that's $2 for those. Everybody kind of talked about this Trish Stratus butt card from some guys calling it rookie from 2001.
That's what I was getting ready. That's what I was getting ready to say is there are people that are, and I guess they have legs to stand on that. This would be one of her rookie cards.
Yeah, it's a full motion 2001 WWF Art Box motion card number 5. Now I'm going to tell you, there's nothing on eBay right now for these cards, but the last time that I sold one of these cards sell for $50 plus. Now, if anybody's interested in those, I'm very happy to take offers in that price range, but let me know. And I'm not sure how we need a third man. So we need a third man to go out there and kind of monitor these things.
We might have a third man later tonight.
Oh,
who's the third man? I don't know. Everybody watching this live stream is going to have to stick around and find out who will
That's
be
right.
joining us at the end of the show for the last hour of tonight's show.
I got those two things. What do you got, man? You got anything?
I've got, actually, I'm going to run through real quick a stack of my stuff. I've got a whole stack of stuff that's only $5. $5 shipped, plain white envelope, but that's how I ship most of my lower end cards. Not going to show off everything, but the action figure cards.
Nice.
I have a whole stack of these. Yeah, Triple H is in there. I don't know if I have a Rock or a Steve Austin in here. I'm just kind of running through these so you guys can see them. There's an Undertaker.
Yeah.
A couple Undertakers. These Road Warrior ones are awesome, but I got to thin out the collection. Like, it's just a lot of people hate this time period of the Road Warriors, but they're cool cards. A cool Sunny there.
That's nice.
So again,
China.
all these $5 a piece shipped.
Nice.
Remember when they resurrected the NWA?
Yes.
Owen.
Yeah.
Austin. Yeah. I always kind of like these thanks again for giving me the Cactus and the Mankind. It has the facsimile plus the actual autograph on there. Just kind of a cool feature. So,
well, that totally beats my Bret Hart one that I have still on card.
Hey, you might be able to get that one cut out a little bit better than I would.
This one's available too. I don't even know what I have that one for. I have to do my search on here now, find out where Bret Hart is at on my list. Do I have Bret Hart on here? I sure do. Yeah, it's $5. Same thing. We're thinking the same thing. $5.
Great minds think alike, just like putting this show together.
Now, one thing to keep in mind for me, my pricing does not include any shipping because some things are going to be oddball size like that. I have complete card sets like that. They're going to be obviously going to require some shipping. So we can talk about that if you wish to purchase anything.
And I will also say that if you go to the if you go to any of my platforms, I have the link tree, and you can almost, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, my YouTube channel, podcast, whatever it is you're finding with wrestling with cards, you can find the link to my eBay store. There's stuff there that's like super cheap, and then stuff really expensive, and everything in between that I might show some of that off tonight, and then some of it I might not. I'm also always willing to negotiate, trade, anything like that. So if there's something you see tonight that I'm offering, make sure to get a hold of me. I can do discounted prices for bulk deals. I can combine stuff on eBay with the stuff I'm showing off, all kinds of stuff. We got any, do we have anything in the chat?
I'm not even monitoring what's going on YouTube right now.
Oh, did you have a comp or something?
No, just checking things out right now. I'm trying to actually get to the channel so I can go and check out any messages going on.
All right. Well, I will continue.
Please
again,
go.
Everything I'm going to show off is like, as far as this stack that I have in front of me, $5 out the door shipped. And again, if you want multiple, shipping discounts, combined pricing, all that stuff. But I just tried to grab some, most of this stuff, most of it's modern. There's some vintage thrown in here, but just some names that maybe a little bit popular. Billy Kay rookie cards from Topps. I know there's still a little bit of a market for her. I've got a couple of different Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho rookie cards. And I say rookie cards because I'm not going to get into the debate. All I can say is they just have the rookie card designation.
Right there. RC logo right on.
Yes, RC logo. So I also should say that most of these raw cards I have, I would just estimate like excellent to near mint condition is about what I would put all the raw stuff at. So give or take. I don't know if whoever's planning on grading these, but here's some Selena Vega rookies. This one is a parallel. That's a bronze parallel to the base. But, with her winning the Queen of the Ring, figured somebody might like that. Got some Andrade rookies. Again, just base stuff. Also still $5 a piece. All right, so here's some interesting stuff. Same set, Warrior. This is a bronze parallel. It's kind of hard to see, but bronze parallel. First Asuka, NXT nice. First. I've got some refractors that are probably in more people's minds. The Miz, 2015 Topps Chrome refractor.
I know you love him.
Oh, yeah. My lighting is just not very well. Big E, 2015 refractor.
I like that rainbow glow to it. It's got a nice rainbow tint.
Xavier Rhodes refractor rookie. So King of the Ring, current champion, Dancing with the Stars. Figured it'd be pretty timely to put these guys out there. All right, a couple more stuff. Aleister Black. Okay, this is the NXT first, and this is a bronze parallel. Again, all these $5 shipped. Future Stars, Aleister Black. Future Stars, Adam Cole. Now here's some super. I'm getting into Tony's territory with this stack, and this is one of those things I bought them purely out of nostalgia, and then it got to the point where I was like, so I'm selling some of this stuff. I just need to thin out some of the collection. I know you've probably seen these, Tony, but you probably haven't seen them in a while. These are the WWF Sour Gums.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you can see like that Hogan's got like, I don't know if it's mold or sugar that has.
It's probably old sugar on it, probably.
Yeah. So I've got a ton of these, and these are essentially just paper wrappers that have the wrestler on them.
God, I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah. I just bought a lot of them on eBay like last year or something. And I was like, oh, I'll put the set together. And then you know how things go. You just get overwhelmed with everything.
So everything so far you've got so far, those are all $5 shipped.
All $5 shipped. And then if you want more, combined, I can do first class shipping priority. If you're ordering in bulk, I can give discounts on bulk. Random Allen and Ginter Tiger Mask that was in, a baseball card set from 2008 or 2019. Yeah. So I think it's interesting. Allen and Ginter's always been cool to throw in random wrestling cards in with their sports. I just love this image.
That's a cool one.
Nothing fancy about that.
99 Nitro.
And then my last stack here, and I don't hate these cards. You know how I feel about them, but I understand how iconic they are. The 1990 Classic, but this is all Hogan.
Yep.
So it's just the Hogan stuff. Again, $5 a piece. And then 91 Classic. Another stack of Hogan's, just different ones. And then there's a Warrior in here somewhere. There he is.
There he is.
And there's another Warrior. So again, all the raw stuff I've just showed off, $5 a piece shipped. So that is all I've got for this segment. Got a few more minutes and we're going to have our first guest.
Excellent. I have a few other things as well. I mean, I don't know what the price point is like that. At least you've got that going for you. I have a bunch of 98 Superstars.
There's something about the Raw is War banners hanging in the back of those that are just so nostalgic.
I think I can do them for the same thing. $5 shipped on these each. The only one I will not do $5 on will be that one.
Yep.
So I could take some offers on this one. Comps on this show around $25 on this one.
Yeah. So that's about what I see them at.
I take that at shipped if that somebody wants that. Man, I'm going to need your help going through all these messages later to find out who got what, if anybody got anything.
Again, so far, Caleb, shout out Collecting with Caleb. He'll be on here in a little bit, actually, I believe. Yeah, we've got him on the schedule. He wants one of those Undertaker promo cards, of course, because it's the Undertaker.
Of course,
but once again, guys, anything you see us selling on here or any of our guests coming on to sell, make sure to reach out to them on social platforms to get more information about conditions, bulk pricing, anything like that.
Yeah, and best way to get a hold of me would be going through wrestlingtradingcards.com. You can use the contact us page and just send a message there, or just find me on Twitter. You can find it for wrestlingtradingcards.com.
And mine is at Zan Morning on mainly Twitter and Instagram. I have Facebook, but I just don't use it like I use those others. Or you can just comment in this video later or comment on my channel on anything. Just there's tons of ways to get a hold of us, but a couple more minutes. You got any other random stuff?
I don't know. I got this one.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You just pulling that out of that drawer again?
Yeah. This one.
Man, that 87 Topps design is so good.
Isn't that a beautiful looking design?
Yeah, just
I don't even know what the comps were on those. I have to go back and check. Checking those out now. I'm slow.
That's okay. That's what we're here for. It's our spot. It's our first spot. So
the average price is usually $1 to $15 on the Hogan. That's the average price I've been seeing for comps. So I'll probably do that, 8 delivered. And then on the Savage one, that one seems to be going somewhere between $5 and $30. That's what I saw on eBay. So I go somewhere in the middle and go 14 delivered.
That sounds about right.
There's the backside. So ooh. Anybody interested in those? Absolutely. I think we're just about ready to go, right? Are we not?
I'm ready to go if you are.
Who's first?
We've got Sports Card Zane.
Zane's up.
Yeah.
Let's welcome to the room. How's that? Let's welcome.
Woo!
Everybody give him. I got the official WTC cowbell. First time it gets to be used.
Oh, that just made the show. I didn't know that was coming.
Thank you. Compliments of Husker have.
Nice.
He sends me, goes, I need your address. I have a special gift. You're going to like it. And I go, okay. And then I get this box and it's completely damaged box. And I go, I hear this ding, ding, ding inside. I go, I think it's damaged. And I open it up and it's a cowbell.
Officially the official WTC. Yeah.
We're waiting for Zane to get in here. Gotta start your video, sir. Guys, when anybody who's jumping in, who's got spots, make sure when you're ready to go that you have your video ready to turn on and audio turned on. And you're on Zoom, the controls are in your lower left-hand corner. We'll say stop video, start video, and mute and all that stuff's right there. So I'm hoping that he gets on here soon. Ask to unmute. Okay, I'm asking him. Oh, okay. Can we hear him? Oh, and do we see him? There he is.
Hi,
what's up?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Doing real good.
Thanks for being the first guest on this.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Let me just switch the camera. Okay. Shall I start now?
Yeah, go for it. It's all yours.
Platform is yours.
All yours.
Okay, I'll start off with quite a few. Well, I'll leave the good stuff till the end. So I've got quite a bit. So first of all, I've got quite a lot of these TNA cards from 2004. I'll take a $1 each on them, but I can do a bulk deal on these. So yeah.
How many you got?
It's a incomplete set, so it's probably half the set in there.
Okay.
And are most of those the base, or do you have any of the red foils?
No, they're all base.
Okay.
This binder has quite a few things in it. So we've got this Tito Santana card that I don't know what set it's from. If I just take it out, it's got some
interesting
Arabic writing, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's a great question for Husker have. He'd know.
Yeah.
I've got a few Eddie Guerrero cards and stickers, as you can see. And I think these were European.
Yes, those are like Etabus.
Yes.
Yeah.
2003,
4, 5, and 6, something like that.
Yeah. And also 2 Eddie Guerrero stickers as well from the champion set.
Oh, nice.
I've also got a Rhea Ripley rookie card from Slam Attacks, which is pretty cool. Got a really obscure one here. It's from the Topps Trump set. This is a bit oversized than the regular cards that you'll have. So I've also got a few of these Dominic Mysterio cards, which is his first release card aside from the Topps Now autograph cards.
Nice.
And I've also got quite a few of these Alexa Bliss Slam Attacks cards.
That is awesome. Those are cool looking cards, man.
Yeah. Some more of those Slam Attacks cards. These are for some more wrestlers.
What are you asking for these?
For the Eddie Guerrero cards, I'm asking $3 each. However, if you buy all 3, to be honest, anyone who's interested, if you just give me a message and throw in an offer for multiple cards, I'll consider them. But yeah, these are $3 each. I'll do the stickers for $150 The Rhea Ripley card, $5. The Anthony Ogogo, I'll do $2.50, and these Dom Mysterio cards, I'll do $2 each. These Alexa Bliss cards, I'll do $2 each as well. And these other Slam Attacks 2021 cards, I'll do $1.50 for. Some more. These are from the Slam Attacks Superstar set from 2013. These are like signature move and finisher cards. So I'd be looking to get around about $5 each for these. And this is a really rare one as well. This is a John Cena and The Rock Champions card. I believe this is the highest, in terms of the stats, the highest card that you can get in the game. For this one, I've seen one sell for $10, so I'll be asking $10 for that. And these cards,
pretty belts.
Yeah, and these cards are from the same set as well. They've got some pay-per-view cards and some belt cards. I'm asking $2.50 each for those. Got a few more of those belt cards. This Deborah card, I'll do $1.50 for. And we've also got a 1998 Comic Images Kane card, which I will do $7 for. And we also have a few of these Slam Attacks 2020 rookie cards, in terms of they are the first WWE released cards. So you've got Shotzi, Kane Ray, and we also have probably the three notable ones, which are Raquel Gonzalez, Scarlett, and Karrion Kross.
I think you might have a buyer for that one.
I haven't. I think I got it. I may have gotten it from him a while ago. I don't remember.
And then we have one that
yeah.
I've checked recent comps on this one, and there's been two. I think one sold for about $10 and one for around about $6.
My favorite thing about that card is Michael Hayes trying to act young.
Exactly. He's like, check me out my tight shirt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this binder has a lot of the Comic Images cards. This, to be honest, has a lot of random cards from the Attitude Era. So some more there.
A lot of SmackDown, a lot of
some of that Chrome stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And the Chrome checklist as well, which is probably one of my favorite cards as well. And we have some No Mercy cards as well in 2000. Oh, look at that Kane card.
Yeah, I was just going to say, me and Tony have always talked on several of our shows how good the photography is on that set.
Yeah. And there's a Taz rookie card as well. Got some more cards as well from this set.
Is there a Kurt Angle in there?
Oh, I've got that coming up. All right,
he did say he was saving the best for last.
He did, that's right.
This is, well, these wrestling rated items I've actually never seen before. They're basically like folder dividers.
I like that a lot. Oh, so cool.
So we got Triple H, Jericho, got The Undertaker, and Stone Cold. We got one of Kane, probably my favorite, The Rock, which is just awesome.
And these are folder dividers, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure where they're from, but yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's really cool.
That's
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, me neither.
And I've got these stack of cards. Got these Nikki Bella relic cards from a Nikki Bella lot that I picked up. So I'm asking $4 each for these. However, I can do a deal if you buy 2 or all 3. Got some of these Flair cards, which I've seen comps on these, and they're pretty popular, especially the Stacy Keebler one, which seen one of these sell for $10.
Wow.
One of these sell for $5. So I'll be asking around about $4 each for these.
Oh, I should have booked. Actually, it's so funny how that. I'm not gonna ruin his time.
And I've got some of these Fleer WrestleMania 20 promotional cards
Those are
as
awesome.
well.
I think those are so undervalued
Yeah.
because they weren't cheap to get.
No, I believe you had to mail in your bill for,
You did.
in order to get these. And there's a Trish Stratus one. So
Are those full
pretty
sets
cool,
or individual cards?
no, these are individual cards. I only
Gotcha.
have 5 of these. I also have these.
It's like we went through our stuff together or something.
Yeah.
I also have these motion cards as well, which there's one of Stephanie, and then this one of Trish and Lita. They've got these printing signatures on the back as well, which are pretty cool. And I've got a pretty a card that I don't think many people are looking at, but that's one of the first release Kurt Angle cards.
Right up my alley, baby. Right up my alley.
Yeah.
Is that that's the paper one, promo, right?
Yeah.
Because the back has got the detailed information on the back of that for the release.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
A couple quick questions we've got in the chat. How much for the folder dividers again, and then how much for those promo cards?
To be honest, I'm not too sure on these folder dividers. So I'll just be looking to see what offers there are on these. But I'll give you my details at the end on how to contact me. And it's same with these promotional cards. And I've only sold I believe it's the Eddie Guerrero one, which was for $20 about a year ago. So I'd want around about the same for that for the others, but I'll be happy to see what people offer. I've got the No Mercy Kurt Angle card.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go. Pretty cool card. And
surprisingly, I need that card actually.
There you go.
I also have these 2 CM Punk rookie cards, which are just high in demand.
Right.
I got this one of the Gathering as the tag team. There we go. That's the back of the card. And then we also have the CM Punk.
The red.
Michael Moore did a great article for us about talking about his stuff, and that card's mentioned in the article.
Yeah. And this is a really rare card. Tony, I'm sure you'd be pretty surprised to see this.
No. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Love it.
So for anybody, let me just cut you off. For anybody that has listened to us talk about promo cards and the Chromium Tech Chrome card, this is exactly what it is.
Yeah, this is the Tech Chrome Pro. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first Chromium card done in wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, so I actually have 2 of these. I have one which, this is the better condition one, which I'll be selling. And I have one in storage, which is pretty beat up. The corners are rounded and it's not in that good of a condition. However, I'll be keeping that one because it's just so cool on how I got that. But yeah, I'll be definitely taking offers on this one.
Yeah. So have you tried to comp that card at all to find out what it's going for? Because I have a few of those and I was wondering what I should try to do something with.
Yeah, I've tried to check what they've been going for. However, I've just been very unsuccessful on seeing any sold listings.
That's
you and me both.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, read the back of that card for us and tell us how many it says are printed on there, just so people can get an idea.
Yeah, it says one of only 10,000.
Produced.
You know,
But
yeah, produced.
but that doesn't mean there's 10,000 floating around out there. So
Not even close.
I think a lot of those got just trashed.
Yeah, it's the same with the.
I'd be surprised if there were 1,000, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the same dilemma with the action pack cards of the Undertaker and the Macho Man.
Yes.
Which I have both of them actually. And this is another really rare card that I'll be selling.
Oh, there's Michael Hayes again.
That's the autograph one from SmackDown.
Yeah, this is the rookie autograph of Matt and Jeff Hardy from Comic Images.
Nice.
There it is. Again, this is one of two I have, and thought someone should probably have this. They're interested. Yeah, I think that will do it. To be honest,
you're gonna get that like coming out of the gate hot with this cards here.
Yeah, it's got some good stuff there, man.
Yeah.
You have an idea roundabout what you're looking for on that Hardy's autograph?
To be honest, again, there's no sold listings on this, so I'd just be going off of offers. To be honest, I know that there's one graded on eBay right now for about $400. By no means do I want that much, but just something to think about, because I haven't really seen any of these sold.
It's kind of like that Tech Chrome, like you just don't even see very many of them pop up.
Yeah, it's very rare.
All right, well, Zane, let everybody know where they can find you to get a hold of you about possibly buying some of this stuff from you.
Yeah, so you can contact me on Twitter at the Sports Card Collector -Zane, and you can also join my Facebook group, Wrestling Trading Cards and Stickers UK. I'm so close to 400 members, so if we can get to that 400, I'll also be doing a giveaway of a few cards, and hopefully some of you guys can join. I just appreciate it so much, guys.
Yep, let's raid. If you could tag me and tag Tony in a tweet, and we will retweet that link to the Facebook group, and hopefully everybody can kind of raid over there and help join you. Tony, let's give this guy a random giveaway.
That's right. What should we give him? Let's say, who do you like? Since we're talking about the Hardys, we got the Hardys on there. You get your choice, sir, of either this signed 8x10 by Matt Hardy or this signed 8x10 by Matt Hardy.
I'll take the second one, please.
Blue or white?
White.
You got it, man.
All right. Thank you.
Make sure you reach out to me, contact me, give me your shipping information, and I'll get that set up to you.
Yeah, Zane, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being our first guest.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one.
Who do we got next?
Me and you.
Oh, me and you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So,
I got Matt on here going and telling us we should be tweeting more, but we're trying to run our show here, Matt.
Yeah, he should have been our producer.
Yeah, he could be our producer. That's like right up his alley now. He's good at that.
Yep. So the reason that we're gonna kind of just fill this spot here, we did have somebody that had this and they were unable to make it. No big deal though. We'll just kind of, I guess, talk through it and see what else.
We'll talk right through it. No big deal, man.
So what else you got, Tony? I think you've got more stuff to sell than I do.
I got since he talked about that card, I do have the Undertaker promo. So it's a prototype one. God, back then I had it for $2 back then. This is back when I had my booth at Frankenstein.
It's like when you buy a collectible or something and it's still got the like $1.59 Walmart tag on it.
Tag on it. So I was trying to do some comps on this as well. I did it on everything pretty much, and I was just looking around trying to see what was going for what. And I don't even know if I even did look for this one as far as like pricing on the promo card. Yeah, I did actually. It's surprising. You want to know what the prototype comp on this is? This is a prototype. $75 on eBay for this card.
What?
$75 is what the current one that I have. It's the only comp I could find last night on this one. So I'm open to
That's-
any
that's
offers on
nuts.
this. It is nuts, but I'm open to any offers in this one. So let me know if anybody's interested, you know how to get a hold of me. I'll be happy to entertain any offers on this. Speaking of action pack, mind if I go through this one?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with not one. Not
Oh, let me stop you.
What?
You've not even showed these off, and you've got somebody wanting them.
Wanting what?
What you're showing.
Oh, you want them?
No, somebody. I was reading the chat.
Really? How do they know?
No idea.
There's no way they know this. Well, I might have been able to. I think I put these up on
Says,
Twitter.
This is from David Boothroyd. Tony, I'm looking for the 1994 Action Pack 24 karat gold Shawn Michaels.
I have 1994. This one.
That's the one.
So comps on that, by the way, was kind of across the board on some stuff. Well, actually, they're all around the same price point. The only difference was, for some reason, the 1995 versions are much harder to find than the 94 versions, and the 94 versions are hard to find too.
Right.
So they were averaging anywhere from $40 to $100 for some of these cards. So the average price point was somewhere around 60, 65. I'll do it at 50. So it's definitely I had it for $10 back in the day. This was back in 2006.
It's also amazing. Most of the stuff, I'm assuming, came from your storage.
It did.
And how good a condition everything still is in.
Because I just keep everything in drawers, and I keep everything in sleeved if I can. And it just sits in a box. It doesn't get moved around anywhere. It just sits there. So I had the Shawn Michaels, which is number 2G. And then I have the Razor Ramon, which is number 1G. All the same price. Bret Hart, which is 4G. And Steiner Brothers, which is 5G. So that's the best coverage possible these days.
David says your Shawn Michaels is sold.
Okay, sweet. I'll put that aside. And then you got Steiner Brothers, which says 5G. So they have the best coverage. And then we got from the 95 set, there's the Shawn Michaels one from 95. And that's number 1G. Now this one. The
95s you just don't see.
You don't see. And so.
You got another person wanting the Razor Ramon. So
Razor Ramon?
Yeah, said they were interested in that one.
I'll put it aside. I mean, I'm not going to put anything aside till I get everything from everybody as far as who reach out to me. So the best way to get a hold of me for this is going to be, if you want to just email me directly, it's going to be wrestlingtradingcards@gmail.com.
Easy enough.
Yep. Easy enough. I don't price on the Shawn from the 95. Again, I have there's no comparable comps for this.
Yeah. Chuckster, welcome, Chuckster. Do you have the Bret Hart gold from set 1? Yeah, that's what you just showed off, right?
I just showed, yes, that's right here. So this is Bret Hart is number 4G. So there's the 4G. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And I know I have an extra one of the Bret Hart one, but that definitely has a crease in the middle of it. These ones are great. Do we have any more time? How much more time do we got?
We have 10 minutes.
Anybody interested in the 1989 version of Ultimate Warrior? Card number 5.
I'm partial to those over the regular 1990 Classic, just because, you know, it's got the year printed on it. Therefore, it's
I don't have the year printed on it, but while I was transferring over the website to the new domain server, made a notation down here. It doesn't say that it's a Classic Games card. It actually says it's a Good Times. Good Times Inc.
Chuckster says he'll take your Bret Hart.
Chuckster wants the Bret Hart. You got it, buddy.
We need a gavel to go with the bell. Yeah.
Anybody interested in a header card from, this is the 1988, not the test run. This is a full white back. But got that one as well. Those I've been checking them on, see what they were going for. And I know I got it in here somewhere. God, I have too much stuff. I should have just really limited this down even further. I really should have. I feel horrible that I'm taking up precious airtime here for.
Well, if you're looking up a comp, I can throw some stuff up.
Yeah, please do.
Matt says more cowbell. All right. So this is totally random. WWF lunchbox bags. And these are in really good condition. $10 a piece shipped on these. Or if you want all of them, I'm sure I could work some kind of deal out on you. I thought about keeping these and putting them in a frame because I think they would look really cool, all framed together. But
Those are cool.
I don't know. I just need to thin some stuff out. So
Stuff's got to go.
yep. Can't keep, on the recent episode I did with Collecting with Caleb, who's our next guest, coincidentally.
Nice.
Talking about the Streak PC. He's like, you can't hold on to everything. And that's exactly why we're doing this, because we need to get rid of some stuff. Tony's got to open a store so all of you guys can go to his store and buy more stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? Based on my recent PSA finally went through, it's being shipped out to me. I checked my grades. I ain't going to reveal anything because I'm going to do a video on that. But that store is going to be within my grasp.
Couple quick things from the chat. How much did you say on the 89 Warrior?
89 Warrior. I did not say anything, did I?
No.
It has no comparable comps, and I'll tell you why. Because everybody on eBay who has one listed, graded, the graded ones, there's a couple graded ones up there from 89, and that goes for hundreds of dollars, of course. But everybody else has the singles of the 1990 version, so I don't have a major comp. I figured $10 shipped. I don't know. It's a great card. I mean, you can have it very, very well centered.
I must have missed Chris. Shout out Chris Johnson in the chat. Creased Bret Hart.
I have one. I don't know where it's at. I just know I have one.
And then,
that's why I found when I found these, I go, oh, so I have two of them.
Hans in the chat. Can you explain the 1995 Action Pack to Gold cards? Are they inserts or just a basic set? It's like a subset.
They're chase cards. That's what they are. So they're basically in the 94 one. It's the last 6 cards in the set. Those got the 24 karat gold version on it. And it says right on them. Let's see if we can show you what it says right there. It'll say like right on it, right up in there. It says 24 karat gold on that one, as opposed to the regular one. And it's also numbered.
That's what I was going to say.
4G.
Yeah. The G on there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those were randoms like that. You might get one in every 3rd or 4th box.
David says he'll take your 89 Warrior for 10.
You got it. Done.
You're going to have a pile just for David. He's going to clean you out.
Probably. So, I pulled that card aside for a giveaway.
Let's see. I don't have as much stuff as Tony. So
what else you got, man?
I got one other thing that's completely random. Who likes major wrestling figure podcasts? Who wants a Danhausen? Who wants Smart Mark Sterling? Who wants maybe an empty? We don't know what we're getting in here, but as far as I know, this is one of the last few sealed. There's 2 packs in here. I never did open mine. So
wait, so that's a sealed pack? How many packs are in it? You have 2 packs in there?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 10 cards in there.
Yep. So if anybody wants it, $300 shipped.
Woo! That's a nice one.
I've yet to see another one on there, but also, I'm always open for trade. So if you guys want to trade, again, at Zane Morning on social platforms, you guys know where to find me for watching.
I think Matt wants it.
Fine, works for me.
If that's what I'm thinking. It's a little bit of a gamble, but it's good.
300 shipped priority, Matt.
Anybody? How much more time we got? 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I'll wait till later then. I've got some new stuff. If anybody is looking for some stuff in the new 2021 Chrome.
Oh, what a teaser for our next opening that we have. But Caleb's up if you want to bring him in.
Let's bring him in. Yeah, let's bring him in here. All right. Everybody, welcome Caleb. I'm gonna make that cowbell is gonna be annoying.
This is the best. Like it's the official show prop.
Thank you again, Husker Hab. I appreciate that one.
And thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks for being active and participating and joining us for history.
I'm waiting for him to unmute and hit that video, man.
He might be history. There he is.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
All right, man. Good to see you again.
What's going on?
You
Not
know, just
much.
running. Hey, look at us. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. You can't have the competition shirt
Yeah,
on.
come on,
this What are
man.
you doing?
Hey, the WTC one is in the laundry.
Oh, damn.
Well, I can't wait to see what you got today. Thanks for joining us. And
Yeah,
the
of course.
floor is yours. You got 15 minutes. Go for it.
Awesome. Sounds good. I appreciate it. So I got a pretty random hodgepodge of things. I'll go through some of the like less expensive stuff, kind of like Zane did, and then build up. So first thing I have is a stack of last year's Chrome refractors. Some of the bigger names. So like AJ Styles, Alistair Black, Matt Riddle. I have some of the image variations. Johnny Gargano, Bailey, Randy Orton, Kyrie Sane, Jay Uso. So if anybody's looking for some of those for their collection, I'm asking $2 a piece on the refractors from last year. And I also have X-Fractors from last year as well. Kind of hard to see.
Nice.
But I got Luke Gallows, Mustafa Ali, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, and Zelina Vega. I'm asking $3 for those.
Zan's personal PC now is going to be Miz. So if you have any Miz ones, he'll take those.
That's what I heard, man. I need to start pulling those out with the carrying crosses.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the carrying cross rainbow for like a Miz card.
That's
Yeah.
right. He'll take base.
Yeah.
Yes, in quantity.
Yeah.
Next is a couple of last year's finest refractors. So I got Murphy, Ivar, Eric, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and then Dakota Kai, X-Fractor. Yep.
That's nice.
So again, I'll do $2 on refractors, $3 on X-Fractors from last year's stuff. And again, same as everybody else has been saying, if you have offers for any of this stuff or whatnot, feel free to shoot them in the chat. I'm trying to keep it open on the side so I can see what people are saying. And also,
I'm monitoring if you just want to focus on your cards.
Okay, cool. And also, I'm always down to trade. I really like trading. That's one of my favorite parts about the wrestling card community is swapping cards with people.
Well, they are called trading cards.
Exactly. That's what makes them fun. Okay. Next thing I got, I'll do these 91 WWF playing cards. I have everything except the Undertakers because I'm keeping those for my collection. But these are, I'd say, excellent to near mint condition probably. I do $1 a piece on everybody except for Hulk, Macho Man, and Ultimate Warrior.
Which ones are those?
Do these
The US playing card company.
Yep.
Gotcha.
1991 playing cards. So I do $2 on Hulk, Macho Man, which is this one, and Ultimate Warrior is the other one I'm asking $2 for. And that is, looks like that. But also in this set is Mr. Perfect, Ted DiBiase, British Bulldog, Big Boss Man, Miss Elizabeth, Legion of Doom, Roddy Piper. So a whole lot of
and the Roddy Piper,
there.
of course, they had to give him the Joker.
Yep, he's the Joker.
That's hilarious.
I'll put
Someone
that
was
one on.
thinking smart on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Roddy Piper's right there, the Joker card.
Yep.
So those are really cool. Again, I think I got these from Zan. I got them for the the Undertaker cards, and
that you did, and that was like so long ago. I've already forgotten.
right.
Like, that's how many trades that I think both of us have probably done in between.
I know, right? Yeah. Up next, 1995 WCW, Hulk Hogan and some Ric Flair cards. So the first one I have is Hogan and Vader there. Then the second one is Hogan and Flair together. And the last one, this is one that I'm going to get signed. I'm going to a card show to see Ric Flair on Sunday. We get this one signed and then hopefully get Hogan to sign it eventually. So I'm asking $5 each on those. And I have multiples. So if more than one person wants one, I got a little stack there of those ones.
Excellent. I love that set.
Yeah, those are really cool looking cards.
Yeah, Zan did an amazing multi-part videos on that stuff.
Thank
It's
you.
just an awesome set.
Definitely.
Yeah, and those cards that he showed off, like those are, you don't see those, I don't think, as often as like the main base set. You know?
Sure.
Right. This is one that I was looking for a while and didn't see many for under $10 a piece, really. I was able to get them all in a lot together. So I have some extras. I kept some for the collection and willing to pass them on at a better deal than what they have on eBay right now. Next one I have 1990 Rockers card. This is one. It has a very slight ding on the back corner, so not mint condition, I wouldn't say. But I'm happy to do $5 on that, or if anybody has offers or trades, of course, welcome to put those in. After that, I got the 2009 Nikki and Brie Bella. I think this was one of their first cards. Again, those are probably excellent to near mint condition. And I would be happy at $10 for the pair of those. Then these are some that I think Tony was talking about. Somebody was talking about them on Twitter. Anyway, they're these inserts from the
Oh yeah, No Mercy set.
2000 No Mercy. So I've got
hardcore titles, I think. Hardcore champions.
The Hardcore Champions subset. I've got Hardcore Holly, Mr. Ass, British Bulldog, and Test. So if anybody is interested in that, it's kind of like a partial set. I think there's like 8 or 10 cards in that set.
Go check a website and find out.
There you go. Yeah. Good thing we know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
But yeah, I know there's a Mankind one in the set that I don't have, and a couple others. But for those, I would be willing to do $2 a piece.
That is an 8-card set, sir.
There we go. Yep. And they're really cool.
Caleb, wrestle with Andy. He says he will take the Bellas.
Awesome.
So if you want to put those aside, you can contact him later.
Yep, sounds good. And anybody that is interested in buying, trading, making offers, the best way to contact me is on Twitter at Collecting with C. Yeah, I'm also on Instagram, but I'm still trying to make myself be active on there. Definitely a lot more active on Twitter.
I think most wrestling fans, card collectors, seem to be on Twitter. We talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Twitter's the place to be, really.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a platform that I've used the longest too. I think I'm kind of stuck in my ways with it at this point.
Although the Discord channel is picking up a little bit. There's a lot more activity going on there, which I like.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of people joining recently, so that's super exciting. I'm also in there if anybody is in the Discord and wants to reach out through that. Next card is 2006 Candice Michelle X-Fractor.
Heritage.
Yep.
I don't think people realize like how much more rare the X Fractors were back in those sets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Tough.
Yep. This is a card I got a card show a couple months back. Asking $10 for the Candice Michelle X Fractor. And those cards look so good in hand. Even better than the refractors.
Something about all that little crisscrossing. So I just love it. Those squares are awesome.
Most definitely. So that was all the kind of lower end stuff. I'll start getting into some of the more exciting things. This is Johnny Gargano, a matte relic from NXT TakeOver Philadelphia 2018, numbered out of 299. I'm asking $5 for the Johnny Gargano. After that, we got 1997 Panini sticker of China.
Is that one of her first ones?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of the ones that people kind of consider in the rookie
So
card
in that
conversation.
97 is that obviously you got The Rock, you got Stone Cold, everybody wants, and then China, and then Sable too, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I know she's in it because you guys said
No,
it to me.
no.
I want
Yeah,
it.
no. That I think we were debating that when I did that box break with the Amwax because I
Yeah,
think we pulled a Sable and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is her first. So
Yeah,
Yep. But
because
those cards,
that's the one I won.
yeah,
nice. Yeah, those cards are really cool. I like how they look a lot. I'm
Might be in this drawer.
asking $15 on the China. Up next
My
is
God, it is.
You in the drawer. It's
The
almost
Mar-
it's almost as famous as the storage now.
I know.
the Mary Poppins drawer. I see someone in real JDC talking about the chrome refractors. So yeah, definitely hit me up
Yeah.
on Twitter. I'll be happy to work out a trade with you. Up next is a non-wrestling set. It is 2008 pop cards.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Dwayne Johnson, and it's the gold parallel. So there's a
I was
base
gonna
card,
say, yeah.
and then there's a gold parallel. One that you don't see a whole lot. If I had to guess, probably in like the $20 to $30 range is what I'd be looking at for price or for trades. But it's
Seems
just
fair.
a super cool card, especially with him doing all the movie stuff now. He's in his tuxedo in his acting role. This is a really cool looking
Shoot,
card.
if nobody claims this very quick, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, definitely. And then on the back,
I'll be fair
if
since I'm
anybody
the host.
yeah, of course. And if anybody is looking for other like cards of celebrities and actors, I know we're doing wrestling stuff tonight, but I have a whole lot of these pop card extras that have like Scarlett Johansson and Jared Leto and different actors like that. So if you guys are into that stuff as well, reach out to me on Twitter and I'll show you what I got.
Cool.
Yep. Next up, we have Undisputed. Bubba Ray. Autograph relic out of 99. This is from which year? Undisputed. 2016 Undisputed. So I'm asking $30 for that one. Okay, now we're getting into some of the stuff Tony might like.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so I've shown him this one before. This is 2010 TNA
Nice.
signature moves, red parallel, numbered out of 5. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it. It's
don't!
up
You're
there.
killing me, dude. You're killing me.
Up there at the top, numbered 3 of 5. Saw it
You're
at a
killing
card
me.
show. I saw it at a card show, and I thought, man, Tony needs this.
Oh, you're killing me.
Now you can hold him hostage with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah,
And then also, I didn't realize that you were still looking for one of these. I also have a No Mercy Kurt
well,
Angle available.
I have one in a complete set. I just don't want to break the setup.
Yeah.
For it.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
either.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zane, for also having the same card listed up, but I can offer you a combo bundle deal.
Oh,
Okay. We'll
Both of the
talk. We'll
Kurt
talk
Angles.
offline for sure.
Yep, we can figure something out. Then I also have a sealed set of this year's Kevin Gust art cards.
Love those cards so much.
Yes, this is one of my favorite wrestling sets.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say too much, but be prepared for something he's got coming out. It's going to be such kick ass. It's
Definitely.
so cool.
His work across wrestling, baseball cards, everything he makes is incredible. This is a set that's still sealed. It's got the sticker up there. He is sold out of these. So if that's something you guys are looking for, I highly recommend you grab one of these sets. They're just beautiful cards. Everybody's got like their picture, and then they also have like a finishing move and cool write up in the bottom.
Does that one have a special? Like, did he throw in a special for that as well too, or is that just this complete set?
Yeah, that's just the complete set. I also have separately 2 of the variants.
Oh, yeah.
Macho Man and Ric Flair. I'll probably be keeping the Ric Flair from that one, but if anybody wants the Randy Savage variation, I'd be willing to get rid of that one.
I know a guy.
There you go. Next, I have what's left of my Major Wrestling Figure Pod autographs. I've got Mikey Whipwreck autograph, Matt Cardona autograph, Brian Myers, Hornswoggle, and Rory Fox.
Nice.
Yep. And
Rapid delivery, Rory Fox.
Yep. And on each of those, I'm asking $30. Or if you want to take more than one, I'd be willing to, of course, give you guys a little bit of a discount.
Incredible how a brand new release just all of a sudden just already from
I love
the
it.
get-go. The get-go. I love it. I love it too.
Yep. I was really optimistic about the set, and it even over-delivered from what I was expecting. So I was super happy with how those turned out.
Let everybody know again real quick how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody interested in any of these cards, message me on Twitter at collectingwithc or Instagram at collectingwithcaleb. I'll definitely be a little bit slower responding on Instagram though. So if you reach out on there, give me some time. Also, if you guys are in the Wrestling Trading Cards Discord, you can find me on there as well. Then the last two things I have 2018 All In.
Oh, everybody's leaving the big guns last, man.
MJF autograph. Yep. So this is my dude in AEW. I love watching him work. He's one of the best heels out, if not the best heel. Awesome wrestler. And I have a couple of these autograph cards. I'm willing to part with one, asking a $100. They went on
That's
sale.
actually not bad.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
That's a really good price.
They went on high spots for sale at $100 a while back. They've offered them for cheaper since, but last week, I'm pretty sure they went through their final stock of all of their all-in autograph cards. So I don't think that they'll be offering any more autographs. So I'll make that one available if anybody is a big MJF fan. And then same for a sealed set
Oh, Jesus.
of 2018 All-In. This is one that if it doesn't sell, I'm perfectly fine with holding it as long as need be. So I'm asking $300 for that set. That's about the going price. But if anybody is looking for trades or to buy, I'm also looking for some of those other like indie sets, like the PWG Bola sets and whatnot. So if anybody has those and wants to swap for All In, be glad to talk about that. But yeah, that's the last of my pile here. So if anybody has any questions, wants to see more up close pictures of the cards, hit me up on Twitter. But if not, if nothing else, that's what I got. Thank you guys.
I gave everybody a fair shot, but they didn't claim it. Put the gold rock away for me, please.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then
Tony, you had your chance.
Yeah. Hey, we've promoted this thing long enough. They should have tuned in live.
Yep.
Tony, we got more free random giveaways.
We do. I don't know what I could offer him that'd be up his alley though. Yeah. Okay. Want a guy or a girl autograph?
Let's go with the guy.
Okay. I mean, narrow it down. We're narrowing this down.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
just
I like
completely
this.
they're random
Completely random, just like that.
random Tony draws here.
So, well,
love
I'm just
it.
trying to figure out what you want. You like more mainstream, cruiserweight, hardcore?
Let's go hardcore.
Done. Right there. How about a Sabu autographed 8x10?
Ooh, I love it.
What's nice?
Oh,
What's nice about this one? What I love about this one? The backside of it has an entire title history in the back.
oh, man, that's so sick. I love
It's
that.
yours, dude. All
I
yours, man.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be. Make sure you hit me up, and I'll make sure I get this out to you.
Sounds good. Appreciate
Hey, well,
it.
Good, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
How we get out of here? Let's see.
Next up, we're ready to go right into the next guest, Chris at Lazy Booking, who's in the chat also. He is putting in the work today.
Nice, man. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Everybody who's joining, I really appreciate everybody coming. This is something that we just kind of thought of one day. Here it is. You know, who knew?
A thought into a reality. And please
That's right.
subscribe to the WTC channel that you
Hey,
are watching this on.
And don't forget to subscribe also to Wrestling with Cards and both of our stuff, Worlds Collide.
Chris, what's up? Cowbell. Come on.
Hey.
You can- There we go.
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me
How's
all
it
right?
going?
Yeah, we're good.
Good. Well, thank you guys for having me on. This is such a cool thing that you guys are doing, and it gave me good reason to kind of hop back in. I took a couple year break from the hobby, and so I'm pretty happy to sort of dip my toe back in, and this was just a great little,
Nice.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Yeah. It's I got super burnt out a couple of years ago. There's just a lot of stuff going on, just dealing with, I was dealing with mostly hobby boxes and fighting with distributors, trying to get everything, I think you guys just posted all the, the set delays and things like that. I just, it was
No, I can't.
enough's enough.
I so wish I want to talk about that, but I cannot reveal what's happening with that stuff. Not just
Another
yet.
day, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I most of my stuff is going to be pretty vanilla compared to a lot of the cool stuff that everybody else has been showing off. But
People like vanilla. It's a good flavor.
yeah, it is. I just got I tried to make it simple for everybody. Everything that I have it's up on my website, lazybooking.com. You can get in touch with me, my socials or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. It's all, my handle is Lazy Booking on all those. So everything I should be able to be shipped everywhere, US, Canada, and UK. I can get some more countries up there. I've tried to make it simple, but if something breaks, please just let me know. There's a contact page on there. Reach out to me on Twitter or something, and I'll be happy to see it. But yeah, I've just basically been trying to sort and clear inventory of, and honestly, most of it's the stuff I collected through all the box breaks and things that I was doing a few years back. So the majority,
let's see what you got.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of stuff is 2015, 2016, 2017 autos. Everything's up on the website, but I mean, there's just mixes of all the sets. So, I mean, there's stuff from Undisputed. I don't know who all, I mean, Bray Wyatt, when he still had a nice sig on there.
Yeah.
I like that signature. It's a nice signature.
Yeah, I'll try to, I mean, we got Jerry the King Lawler out there. I mean, really a good mix of
signature, man,
of everybody from all of those years. So I'll just try to pick a few, but I tried to price everything below eBay comp. So there's a good stack of stuff that's $5, $5, $10, $15. I'm trying to see what else. There's a couple from the first back when it was still, I guess, the Divas Revolution, a couple autos, Carmella, Asuka. One of the things that I kind of went crazy with back then was those the little tops.com exclusive mini boxes from, I think, 2016 that were there. I think they were the 5-card packs. Everyone had an auto and a parallel and a few others. So I've got dozens of those up, pretty much close to everybody in that set. I think it's a 24-card checklist on the autos. But I've got, there's several of Andrade, Angelo Dawkins, Austin Aries, some of those names that aren't really around anymore, but still some cool stuff. So
what are you asking for on some of these?
What's that?
What are you asking for on some of these?
Honestly, a lot of the 2016 stuff, most of them are priced at $10, $10 a piece, the base ones, and even some of the parallels. I think the only ones that might be a little bit higher, probably, I'm trying to just go through quickly. I don't know that I have any Baileys up there, but Nakamura, he's a little bit more. I think I've got for maybe 30, 35, but I've tried to keep everything really reasonable. And again, I'm always open to offers. If nobody is buying it is marked on the website, there's a contact page. Just shoot me an email or a tweet at me or something, and I'm more than happy to work out a deal. So I've also tried to price everything. The shipping is flat rate, so within the US, if you're just doing cards, it's $5 to ship, no matter how many you buy. I just tried to do the going rate. I know there's a ton of collectors up in Canada and over in the UK, so a couple reached out, and I basically just priced it at what I have to pay. So I was trying to go through and see who else. Kind of a neat one. It was the first apologize for the glare on there, but a triple autograph from Then Now Forever, the Vaudevillains and Enzo Amore.
It's very random.
Some very random
is,
pairing.
That's what it tops. God love them, but some of the stuff they put together, it just
That's so tops.
It is. So,
oh, that might be a shirt idea for us.
It is. That's, I mean,
it's not really our catchphrase. I borrowed it from someone else.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who else I've got. I think I've got quite a bit of. I know I've got lots of Hitman or several Bret Hart autos. Here's a Becky Lynch from 2016 Undisputed.
Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go with Becky. My wife's never watched wrestling ever, and she's all over that Becky stuff.
Yeah.
Is she watching? She should buy that card.
Don't get me started, man. It's already bad enough I have a habit.
Yeah, there's several Bret Hart autos from the first Legends set that they did.
Oh yeah.
So quite a few of those Legends. I think I got another. Trying to think who else I got up there.
So all this stuff, people can find all this from you on lazybooking.com.
Lazybooking.com. You can purchase it right through the website. Takes, I think, Google Pay, debit cards, credit cards. So however I wasn't able to get PayPal up and running, but you can always shoot me a message if you want to work out something that way. I do also have a handful of hobby boxes left over for sale. I don't have any opened, but I've got behind me, I've got a couple cases of 2020 women's division. I think I've got 4 of those up for sale. If they all go quick, I'll probably put another 4 up. Those are for $50 a pop. I've got a couple boxes each of some 2017 hobby boxes for $90 each.
Let's see those. Let's see them.
I've got 2 boxes of Then Now Forever. I know those. I think those have the Triple H Stephanie autos in there.
So
2017 WWE, just the
flagship.
That's got. I think that was Undertaker's first Topps certified auto is in there, and then I've got a couple boxes of Heritage.
Yeah.
So those are out there. I tried to restrict those just 1 per, in case, so more than if people are wanting to get their hands on some of that older stuff that they can do it. So that's kind of what I've got. Again, feel free to make offers on anything. If it's hanging out there and it's not sold, let me know. I do have quite a bit of stuff.
My wife wants to know how much for that Becky Lynch card.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Off the top of my head, I don't know what I've got that one priced at.
I shouldn't have said anything, huh?
I know you should. She's in the other room right now.
All of her comps are pretty high. I listed it at $75, but if I've got 3 different Becky Lynch autos on there. So I just one for $50, a couple for 75, but feel free to make offers on those. I know because basically all the women's cards are pretty high. So
hey, honey, my birthday's coming up in December. I might be visiting your website sometime very soon, apparently.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm always looking to, I'm kind of looking to trade as well. So feel free, shoot me if you've got stuff you're looking to move or
there you
sell.
go, Tony.
Okay.
A lot of the stuff that I'm getting into out of some of the modern stuff and trying to get into more of the, the older stuff. So I love the old 85, 87, the classic stuff. So any of the old, stars like Hogan, I'm happy to look at. I really like, they don't have to be certified autos. There's a Kurt Hennig.
I get some of these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Love that stuff. So I'm more than happy to look at trades, things like that.
All right, I'll start digging through some of my 85 and 87 tops like that. We'll see about doing some trade maybe for a Becky card.
Yeah, absolutely. And
thanks, honey.
That site's gonna be up, and hopefully I'll be able to, just as I get time, I can get relics and parallels, serial numbered, all that good stuff. I've got Tony. I know you're opening up a shop. I've just got tons and tons of. I thought you said you in a video, one of your podcasts, you were looking for base sets. I've just got tons of, from the
Yeah, as
boxes
long as
I
they're
ripped.
cheap enough where I can turn around and sell them to the kids cheap, that's going to be good.
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of stuff I might, if I can just box it up and maybe if you'd help me cover shipping, honestly, I'd just be happy.
I'd be happy to do that. No problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Chris,
thank you guys.
thanks for coming
that's pretty
on.
much it for me. Yeah.
We've got several people in here asking again for you to plug the website and where they can get a hold of you.
Yeah. Website is lazybooking.com. And that's my Instagram. You can follow me at lazybooking, Twitter at lazybooking. I've got a YouTube channel that I never use. I may have to resurrect that.
Better get on it. The more
more
wrestling card content we have,
Yeah.
the better.
So yeah, it's just really cool. Tony, I've used your site for years, and I got a little bit worried a couple years ago when I saw it kind of out of
well,
off the internet. So I was so
brought
happy
it
when
back,
you brought it back. Yeah.
So I appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you guys.
Yep.
So random thing for you, guys or girls? Which one do you want? Guy, girl? What can we get something for you? Autograph. You pick.
tell you
TNA,
what.
WWE.
Let's do TNA.
TNA.
Yeah.
I'm down to, let's see, I got 3 selections for TNA. I'll let you pick. Okay. There you go. These are all
Okay.
TNA ones.
I'll take
You can-
number if you've
You
got
can
them
either
spread.
have,
Just
you
number.
can have a Kevin Nash one,
Oh, Kevin Nash. Don't even show me the others.
Gail
Kevin
Kim?
Nash.
or hey, Killings.
Archer.
Oh, that's a nice one. Archery. I'm all about Kevin Nash.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
Make
Thanks
sure
so
you hit
much.
me up with your address, and I'll get that shipped out to you.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you,
guys.
man.
Appreciate it.
You got it. How we do this now? We got.
All right. Next up, we've got Ryan, certified wrestling fan.
Ryan. Here we go, buddy. Let's get you in here. I got to figure out how we're gonna do that one. Figure out how to get rid of that one. Remember?
I'm going to have to keep my mouth shut. Apparently, I shouldn't have said anything about Becky Lynch cards.
Yeah. I mean, she collects her like crazy on for what do we gotta do here? Put him back in the waiting room. He can do what he wants now. All right, we're just waiting on Ryan.
Hi, am I all set to go?
You are audio and video. What's going on,
Welcome.
Ryan?
Hey, hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Good evening. That's funny. All right. Little bit nervous, but I hope it goes well.
Hey, we all are. We're just making this up as we go along.
Wonderful. Make me feel a little bit better. All right. So first off, I have some 2011 WWE Champions cards. They're just random cards right
What
here.
we got there?
I counted there's 33 cards in total, and there's, if I can find it real quick. There's one foil card, that foil card being Melina. It's actually a
Nice.
pretty nice card. For the whole set, I do $15. That's damn it, I should have done the math before this.
Is that shipped?
Yeah, why not? That's shipped. Just to make it better for people. Next up I have some top thumps. Is that what it is? Whatever this is, I don't ever remember these.
Oh, top
Oh,
from the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
thumps. I have 6 of these. I have John Morrison, Shawn Michaels, Edge, Punk. This is a nice Punk one. Triple H and Batista.
see
I'm
that Punk
asking
one
20
again?
for the
Let's see the Punk one again.
this one.
Yeah.
I don't ever see that.
I never see that. That's the first time I've ever seen that card.
I
pretty
forgot I
cool.
even had these, to be honest. I figured why
Where's
not.
Womack at? Is he watching?
Yeah, where is he?
He probably wants that one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm doing all 6 for 20. Because why the heck not?
I didn't do it, Adrian. This was a gift. This was a gift, so I didn't put that on there.
Let's see. Next up, I have 35 cards from WCW 91. It's just there's a bunch
The
of
Impel set. So apparently
the
you got my last shipment that I sent out, but I just freshly made.
I guess maybe. There's a bunch of doubles here. It's not nearly close to a full set. I'm just asking 20 for them.
Nice.
I wouldn't be able to tell you condition wise because I'm not good with condition.
Yeah,
Next-
I never do condition myself. I don't know
Well,
anything about conditions, man.
And if anybody's
No,
got
right?
any further details, they can contact you directly. That's no big deal.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'll plug my contact info at the end.
Sure.
Next up, I have 8 cards of Raw Deal from I think
Ooh, what do we got? What do we
2005.
got? Okay.
I have like
Okay,
some
yeah.
of these. They're just random
Gotta see them all.
ones.
What do we got in there? Let me see some other ones in
Right,
there.
so
Any
we
of them shiny foils?
No, they are not. None of them are
Ooh.
shiny.
Oh,
There's this one. This
Any all red ones?
discount.
Oh yeah. That's okay. Clumsy opponent. All right. Step aside. All right.
There's this
Yeah,
all red.
elbow to the face. 2 damage. 0 for 2.
Let's see. There's a nice shot of angle.
That's cool.
I'm asking 15 for all of these. Basically just I'm selling these all as a lot because individually, I don't know.
It's a lot more work.
yeah.
All right, so next up I have 2009 Slam Attack. I have 111 of these.
Ooh,
Forgot I even had these.
sounds like me.
A whole shit ton of doubles. I think there's at least 2 punk ones in here. There's 10 foils, which is interesting, including this nice punk foil.
Oh, that's a good card.
Nice. Yeah.
There's an edge foil, Cena foil, 2 boat foils.
Is that a 2009 or 2010?
2009.
Okay. I was trying to wonder what
it's
year
this
was
one.
it had, isn't Husky Harrison that one?
I think his is a 2010.
I think you're right.
So.
2010. It's 2010.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If I did see him, I would have taken him out. So basically with all of these, with the foils included, I'm asking 40 for all of them.
Okay. Nice. I
Um,
think that punk card might be close to being worth that alone.
yeah, that punk card is kind of interesting. I didn't look at eBay for any of these because I didn't look at eBay for any of these because I've been stuck doing nonstop college work, so kind of haphazardly putting stuff together.
It's okay. Move anything at all. It just clears up the space for you and puts a little money in your pocket, hopefully.
Exactly, yeah. Next up, I'm just doing nothing but relics and autos at this point.
Oh,
That's what I specialize in, basically.
Here we go.
So I have a bunch of relics. I have this relic. This is to number 399. Basically all the relics I'm showing at the moment are $10 each, but they're negotiable. I have Ricochet. I have this Nia Jax one. This one, I believe, came out of one of the video games, but I don't exactly remember.
Wow.
I had this
an event worn out of a video game. That's kind of cool.
I had this Jim Duggan one.
Just got out of the hospital today, which is good. Good to hear that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm so freaking happy. I was concerned, you know. I have this Velveteen Dream out of 25. This unnumbered Rollins. This Devon. That one's at $2.99. This Michaels that's unnumbered. This sealed Mark Henry unnumbered. This Shayna out of 50.
Nice.
Sorry for the glare. I had this Naomi out of 50. This unnumbered Corbin. And this Bray. Oh, there we go in the center. So yeah, just again, I'm asking $10 each for those, or if you want to potentially get a better deal, just contact me or whatever. Next up, kind of haphazardly going through this. Next up, I have a mini auto rainbow of Luke Gallows. This is from the 2017, I think, Then Now Forever set. So basically, I have the ad 25. God, the glare is horrible on this. Ad 25. They had the ad 10. And they had the 1 of 1.
Nice.
So was this something? Were you actually collecting these, and then you just decided to pivot, or?
Yeah, it's a combo of pivoting my PC and also because I kind of need the funds.
Yeah, gotcha. I just wasn't sure if you pulled it or if you actually did start the rainbow, but.
Well, to be honest, I got the 101 first, and I just thought, why the hell not? But
right. Yeah.
I know that
Yeah,
feeling.
it's kind of move
Yeah.
on. Basically, all that you need is the add of 50 and the base, and you're all set. I'm asking 100 for all three. I think that's pretty
That's not
good.
bad.
That's pretty
Yeah.
pretty good price for all three.
Including the 1 of 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, including the 1-on-1. 1-on-1 alone, I think, is worth it.
Probably.
Let's see. next up, if I can find it.
Yeah, Caleb,
That's fine.
I saw the post. His wife posted that he got out of the hospital today. It's like that. So it hasn't disclosed what he went in for, but it was emergency surgery. Came out great and already went home.
Good. I'm so happy for him. I
actually have to
get
reach out to
concerned.
him sometime this week. Because I something for a booking.
All right, so next up I have a Matt Riddle first NXT auto. This is at 99.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm asking 15 for this. I think that's fair.
It's a good
That's
price.
fair. Yep.
Let's see. Eric Yana at 25. That's 10. Ali at 99. This is from Road to WrestleMania 20, I believe. This is 5. Naomi from 2014. That's 10. Sami Zayn undisputed 10. AEW Cesar Bononi, his only WWE autos at 5. Miz auto 10.
Oh, you're all over that one, Zan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
3
Come on, man. Those walls aren't going to paint themselves.
Exactly. 3 separate auto routes of Curtis Axel. I'm asking 5 each. This is the add 25, add 99, and add 50 versions. Just
Still another cool little
$5
rainbow.
each.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice little rainbow. Shawn Michaels out of 5 parallel. This is from 2018 Undisputed.
That's cool.
Nice, cool.
I'm asking 45 for this. R-Truth at 10 auto. I'm asking 15. Walter rookie auto 15. Trying to go fast because I know I have 5 minutes left. Adam Cole at 25 auto. I'm asking 25 for it.
Out of 25?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
at
bad.
25 auto.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but the sides are silver. The glare isn't really helping.
Gotcha.
Dakota Kai auto relic at 99. I'm asking, how much am I asking? 30 for that. Daniel Bryan at 99 auto. I'm asking 15.
It's pretty good still.
Seth Rollins at 25 auto. I'm asking 15 for that. Mandy Rose Finest, 20. Ember Moon at 10. I'm asking 30. Hard to tell, but it is gold in the background. What's next? Bobby Lashley Finest. This is at
Nice.
99, is it? Yes, at 99. I'm asking 35 for that.
Such a
Johnny
great
Gargano
product.
blank back.
That's
This is,
interesting. Oh.
What is that from?
All right.
Is
So
Is that direct from Tops?
yes, this is direct from Tops. They don't really do it anymore, but basically, if you went on eBay, you could bid on blank backs of cards. I think they stopped doing it in 2018 or something like that. This is his second card. What the heck is that on it? Oh, a little blemish. But anyway, this is from 2017. I believe this is his second NXT second card. I think it's interesting. I'm asking 65 for that. And if you were
How
to
much?
buy it, I'll give you the certificate of authenticity because I still have it as well. I'll just dig that up.
Yeah, Tops used to
why-
put out their Chrome one, so they put 1 of 1 for blank backs. And it's just going to kick my ass for this, but I had the Kurt Angle one. It was the only one I had years ago, and I got rid of it a long time ago. Now I wish I had it back.
Can't look back.
Oh shit. Let's see. I had this Bray Wyatt auto. Really like this auto.
Nice.
I'm asking 60 for it. This one is numbered 150. This is from Undisputed 2020.
Is that a gold border on it?
Yes, it is.
Almost looks like a Transcendent almost.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
little bit
does.
better than that. Yeah, it is
That's-
Transcended. Apparently, they're supposed to do a whole bunch, like a subset or something like that for 2020 Undisputed, but they were only able to do Bray. I don't believe there are any parallels to that, so it's just a 150.
Gotcha.
So there aren't any 1-on-1s. Let's see. I have this
We
Becky
had a
Lynch auto
website.
relic. This is out of 50. This is from 2018 Undisputed. And I have the auto version, like the regular auto version. I'm asking 100 each for them. A little bit high, but I think it's good. I think. Hopefully. All right.
Correct, Kev. Topps Vault. Yeah, used to do that a lot.
Sasha Banks plate. This is from 2018 Undisputed. Doesn't have a 101 stamp on the back, but it is an actual plate. I'm asking 150 for this.
Is that the black one?
That is interesting that they didn't put the 1 of 1 on there.
I know, right? It is interesting. I pulled this myself and I was like, oh, it's a plate, but they don't have the stamp on it. Doesn't even say congrats or anything. It's just
weird.
Not
very weird. I'm gonna have the 1 of 1 base Sami Zayn from 2020 Undisputed.
Nice.
That is actually stamped on the front, which is good. I'm asking 100 for that. Samoa Joe at 10 relic from.
That's cool.
Oh God, what the heck is this set?
SummerSlam?
Can't remember the set, but I think it's from 2019 or something like that. I think it's from 2019 SummerSlam or something like that. I'm asking 60 for that. Aleister Black auto. This is a subset auto from 2020 NXT. This is the base auto, base being 25. I'm asking 40.
Yeah, can't get any more base than that. He signed it like here's the base, AB.
Exactly. It's a nice card though. It's a nice looking card. John Gargano auto at 10. This is from one of I think it's from the same set or something like that. But this was a tribute set, like tribute auto set or whatever. I'm asking 45 for this. And I have a Candice LeRae plate auto from 2020 Undisputed. I'm asking 200 for this.
Is that one numbered at least?
Yes, I'm
good.
Good.
Yeah, at least. And one other thing. I even had this. I have this.
Raw deal. Yeah, it's the Raw and SmackDown 10 set. That's a holiday set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you know a lot more about that because I couldn't find much.
I could tell you anything you want to know about Raw deal. So yeah, every year they put out a holiday set. So that's Raw SmackDown. They made a lot of those compared to their other stuff, but Raw deal stuff's like everything else. It's going up in price.
Oh, I don't see very many of those, if any, anymore.
They put a collector tin for Raw and SmackDown, and then the pack in the middle will have a Eric Bischoff and a support card, and then a Stephanie McMahon and support card.
Interesting. Well, now I know. Without knowing anything about it, I'm asking 75 for it because I've never really seen him before, and I thought, oh, they're kind of interesting, you know.
It's very cool.
That's really.
How can everybody get a hold of you and find out how if they're interested in stuff, and how can they find you?
Of course, thank you for that because I forgotten. On Twitter, I'm at Full On Shindig, SHINDIG, Full On Shindig. On Instagram, I'm at Wingspan1998, WINGSPAN. And I'm on the Wrestling Trading Card Discord. You can see me under Star Club.
What was that again?
Star Club. STARCOU.
Gotcha.
Oh, so if you guys saw anything, we need to get out of here. Ryan, thanks for coming on. If you guys saw anything that Ryan had for sale, make sure to check him out on all of those plugs. And before you go, we got a giveaway for you.
Guys or girls? Guys or girls? Which one?
I'll go guy. Why the heck not?
Why the heck not? You want to go? I don't know. I'm gonna get you some choices here. I got Johnny Nitro, aka John Morrison, 8x10. I got you can go Ron Killing if you want. I showed that a little bit ago. You can go. Hey, everybody's favorite, Robbie E.
That guy.
I got Tajiri.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's see what else I got here. I got Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Okay.
And I got let's give you one more here. How about Hurricane?
I'll go with Johnny Nitro.
You got it. Johnny Nitro it is, man. Just make sure you message me, give me your address, and I'll be happy to send that out to you.
Of course.
Ryan, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. That's what we got. Who's up next, man?
Aaron,
let's get him in right away.
Yeah, since he's been on with us on the round table before. He's
All right.
Worlds Collide veteran.
That's awesome, man. Who wants to take Johnny? Johnny what?
I think he meant one of the Johnny Gargano
Oh,
cards.
okay. So make sure, was it Vince?
Yeah.
Make sure you contact him directly on the, I can't remember what his handles were,
Ryan
but
Certified Wrestling Fan is his name. If you missed any of this information, if you guys are watching this, make sure you can, as soon as the stream is over, we'll have it in the replay on the WTC YouTube page, which you're watching right now, and you should go subscribe as well. But anything you miss, if you're just coming in, just joining us, or if you want to go back and maybe you saw some stuff, but you're wanting to know some more about prices or whatever, just make sure to check out the archives. They'll be on my channel eventually, but as soon as this is over, this will be on the WTC channel.
is Aaron our last spot for the night?
No, we've got one more after that.
Okay. Just waiting for that guy to, whoever it is, to jump in because he hasn't logged in yet. Just wait on Aaron.
Yep.
There he is. Oh, I saw him for a second and he got camera shy.
Oh.
You got no video. You get no cowbell unless you have video, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, that's weird. It's telling me, Phil, to start the video. Oh, jeez. Hang on one second. Let me see if I could use my regular camera.
Oh, wait. Let's see what the wife is saying.
Anything here? No, nothing.
It's popping up, but it's just blank.
That is so bizarre. Oh,
Take-
1 second.
Yeah, take the lens off.
Yeah, nothing coming up, huh?
No.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. He's got all the one of one black. Turning
Let's
place.
see here. Let me stop and restart it for 1 second.
That's all right. We'll fill some time.
Oh yeah. You got anything you want to throw up?
Yeah, I have a giveaway I want to do. I just don't know how to do it. How would you think we should do a giveaway here?
Let's
I got one of those sheets I want to do.
Let's give it away in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know what you want. Let's see.
How about you, Mr. Trivia Man? Why don't you pull some trivia out of your butt?
I'm thinking. Okay. This would be relatively easy. Yeah, this is going to be.
Okay, you have something?
Yes.
Okay, so the prize for this one's going to be, I'm going to give away one uncut sheet of the new AEW. Okay, there he is. I got one uncut sheet of the new AEW. So whatever it is that Zan's going to do for this giveaway, it's on him.
Okay. Name. This could be like a. Okay, name the promotion that New Jack was in before ECW. First one that I'm monitoring the chat. The first one that I see wins.
Oh.
We'll get back to that guy.
Can I
Okay,
just
whoever
say
wins,
it?
but no.
That's okay. That's okay.
We'll get back to him. The winner. But the floor is yours, sir.
Excellent. Sorry about the video issue there.
All right, Aaron, you're up. The floor is yours.
Oh, hold on.
Fantastic.
He's official.
It's official. Hello, everyone. Well, yeah, I've got some items here. I'm going to start off with a little bit of the cheaper modern items. I got a stack of 26 rookie and NXT firsts. Nothing, nothing amazing, but $20 I'm asking shipped. There's 19 Topps rookies and 7 NXT firsts. And I got them all penny sleeved here.
Nice.
We've got Rhea Ripley, Zelina Vega, Sonya Deville, a whole assortment of random people. Amber Moon, Alexander Wolf, Joe Coffey. So yeah, we got a few people in there if you're interested in that.
Nice.
And then I have one that Zan's going to go nuts for right here.
Great.
Got a little combo pack for $12 shipped. Got a Miz rookie card and a Miz 2018 Royal Rumble mat relic.
I
That
love it
one's,
when the people actually start playing into the jokes. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
And that one's got a serial number there out of 199. It's 136.
$12 for the pair.
Yep, that's $12 shipped.
I might just pick it up and send it to Zan.
And then
Framed.
Yeah.
got a pair here from the current NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. I'm asking 60 for the pair. We've got a standard NXT one there, but
nice.
Then here we have a 10 out of 10 with shirt relic there, an autograph.
It's so strange how his autograph has changed over time. He doesn't really sign a whole different, because this is his autograph from the current one, the current product.
Oh wow, that is quite different. What is that? His last name there?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Ciampa.
Well, yeah, here it almost looks like he did like CIA or something like that.
Yeah, it's like towards the end of the autographs there. Like, I'm done with this thousands.
Yeah, exactly. That's
the Dusty Rhodes thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, exactly. And then going back a little bit further, I got some independent cards here from the, I believe it started in 2006, the Chikara Pro Wrestling set.
Yep.
And I got here 2 copies of the Super Smash Brothers, better known now as Stu Grayson and Evil Uno of the Dark Order. And these here aren't, they're in great condition, but the only thing that stinks is there is some white chipping on the side of the card here. It seems to be on like almost everyone I've seen, unfortunately, but
yeah, it's kind of to be expected with a lot of the indie cards.
Yeah, but for those, I'm asking $55 each on those if you're interested. Then I have here 2 copies of Mr. Brody Lee there.
Oh, look at that.
These are in pretty decent condition overall. Thankfully, there's not really any white showing around the edges or anything like that.
Do you pick those up in lots, or do you pick up off of eBay, or were you lucky enough to pull that from a DVD?
Actually, yeah, I was lucky enough. It's that whole thing. It doesn't hurt, unless you ask or whatever. Jeez,
yeah.
I'm pulling a Bush Jr. moment here. But it doesn't hurt to ask. So I actually sent an email to Chikara Pro and got in touch with Mike Quackenbush and ended up striking a deal a little while back and ended up acquiring some sets. And,
nice.
That's cool.
Incomplete sets. I don't have that damn Colony card everyone's looking for.
Yeah.
But on the Brody Lees, they recently did sell for a little over 100. They sold for 140, but also a couple have come out, so there are some on eBay now. So I'm gonna undercut it a little bit and go for 85 on these guys here.
Nice.
That the same goes for the Eddie Kingston. You can get that for about 110, I think, but I'll do 85 tonight. I have 2 of those, and then. Also, I've
got some of those laying around somewhere. I got to find them. Let's go.
It's a great set. So many amazing people. And then also I have one of these. This is the Cesaro rookie card.
Wow. Yep.
And for that, I'm asking $55. And if anyone's
I know for a
interested
fact
in
I have that one.
please give me a shout. And also, please contact me on Twitter. I'm at AEW Card. I'm the AEW Card guy. So,
that guy.
If you want to follow me, follow my AEW collecting and all that. But if you're interested, give me a shout on there. If I get more than one message, I'll go down the line, in order. But just follow me on there. And then I'm gonna head into a little bit of vintage. We're gonna go back in time.
Please tell me you're gonna get that right behind you. That diesel.
Oh, you can see it. Damn it.
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
that's right. It's a little. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna get. We'll get to that. We'll get
All
to
right.
that.
Well,
I wanted to
work
go
our way.
way back.
Pay no
though.
attention to the man behind the curtain.
Wait, what
Exactly. But this is my only slab card of the night that I'm busting out, and it is a 1990. I'm sorry, not 1990, but 1955
What?
Parkhurst Frank Hurley card, and it's not in the greatest condition. Very good to excellent, but it's a 4.
That's cool.
See that there, and
Thanks,
this-
Hans. I hope so too.
for this, I'm asking 35 shipped. And,
Oh, that's awesome. It's still a really
that's-
good condition. I mean, Parkhurst
Oh
cards.
yeah,
You can't even
I
grade
know,
it for that.
they're a
Yeah,
little hard.
I
on these old
regret
cards.
selling my sets.
Yeah, but no, the face of it, it definitely looks pretty good. And plus, it's just a piece of history too. You know, that's what
100%.
attracted me to the set in the first place.
Right.
And, I got a lot of raw cards. You know, not a lot, but you know, it's a little bit of an oddball. So I figured I'd get in somebody else's collection. And
Is this did Matt just say he wanted it? Is that what you want, Matt? You want that Parkhurst card? Then make sure to let us know.
all right, I'll put it on this side, and you hit me up on Twitter, and we'll make that work. But yeah, moving on. I have a few cards from the 1988 NWA Wonderama set, one of my personal favorite vintage
Love it.
sets. And one of the cool things I want to do is they aren't perfect. Some have a little like ink running and things like that. But for every
no.
one of these cards that sell, when I get to them, you'll each get one of the header cards, the Ric Flair there.
Yep.
So we'll get into a few of those. What do we got here? What do we got? This one has a little bit of a printing smudge on the border here,
Okay.
but this one is the Road Warriors.
Nice.
And right behind them there is Dusty Rhodes. And because of the little smudge there, I'm just asking 15. And again, that comes with the
Such a cool card. It's like someone took their
absolutely.
personal camera and made it into a trading card.
Yeah.
It very much looks like a photo album when you're flipping through that binder. It's amazing. I love it. And then the next one here, I have Lex Luger rookie card that I'm asking 20 shipped. And then I have 2 Arn Anderson rookie cards. I'm asking 20 shipped on those.
Is that each or for the pair?
20 each. Thank
Gotcha.
you. And then finally, with that set, I have the Lex Luger versus Sting.
Nice.
And also right behind there, you'll see Mr. Ric Flair.
Never heard of
And
it.
for that one, I'm asking 45 shipped.
Nice. God, I gotta find my Wonderama singles.
Yeah, one of my favorite vintage sets there.
Aaron, are you? Someone want to know if you're on Instagram.
I not really. I used to play around with it. I used to show off some of my record collection. I know a couple people found it and liked it, but yeah, I'm never really active on it. But you can definitely find me on Twitter for sure. That's definitely the most the place I enjoy doing my collecting talk mostly. But then we're gonna get into a card that, especially if centered, it caused a little bit of a stir earlier in the year. Good old 85 Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Got one of those up there. That isn't the number 1 card. That's the number 16, of course, the blue back there. And along with that, I have some 1991 Titan Sports stickers. I got 2 Hulk Hogans.
Oh, nice.
I got Legion of Doom.
These stickers are from what? What's the back look like?
Blank white.
Blank. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So are they puffy stickers or like regular stickers?
They are just flat stickers
Gotcha.
on a glossy white sheet, backing.
Gotcha.
And Legion of Doom logo sticker. The Rockers.
Oh, nice.
And a Big Boss Man logo. And for that lot, together with the Hulk Hogan, I'm looking for 65 for those.
Okay. Curious, what does a Hogan, that number 16 card by itself go for these days?
It's about $50.
Okay.
For a while there, they both were up around the $100 mark when the craze was kind of hitting there. I think it was what it was, 9 got graded and
Yeah.
sold for a decent amount. And, oh no, it might have been the first 10, something like that. But yeah,
Gotcha.
it's kind of gone down by about half, I'd say. And yeah, that does it for those vintage. And now the Big Daddy Cool Diesel back here.
Don't tell me that's the promo from Action Pack.
That is the promo from the 1995 Action Pack.
Is that MM1?
That is MM1,
Yeah.
the Mammoth card. There's MM2, of course, with the Undertaker, but try and find that. I mean, it's ridiculous, but back of the card here, very similar to the.
I love those cards, man.
And,
I bought a bunch of raw deal stuff from someone one time, some like Revolution stuff when it came out. I bought a whole bunch of it, and he goes, I have some wrestling cards. I'm throwing them in, no charge. It was 10 copies of that Undertaker promo.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. I still haven't come across it myself. It's a beautiful card.
It's awesome.
But, for that, I'm asking 30 ships, and I have 4 of them.
Whoa, nice.
If anybody if anybody needs them,
wait, will you cut a deal to buy all 4?
Yeah, definitely. If somebody's looking to buy all 4, I would absolutely entertain that. Yeah, definitely. Let me know if you're into those. And if you have an Undertaker, maybe I'll give you a 2-for-1 deal or something like that. I don't know.
I'll dig around in storage and let you know. I think it'll be kind of cool if I get I might be contacting you if nobody else wants them. Let everybody else in the room, kind of pick and choose. But if nobody else wants them, I might be interested in get those signed.
Oh, that's very cool. I know. That's my plan to do with the 2 I'm keeping. One, I definitely want to get the full thing on it. I want him to do the full Vince McMahon, Big Daddy, Cool Diesel. Yeah. I want a little Dash and Kevin Nash. I don't care what I gotta pay, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna fill that thing up. It's gonna look beautiful.
All right, how much more stuff you got? We're running short on some time here.
I probably have gone over here. Pretty much the last thing I have here is a sealed complete set of the WWF Classic 1990 that you love so much.
Oh, I love them.
And 3 packs.
Oh,
the sealed boxes, though, honestly, they're so hard to find now. So technically, if you want to look at it from that perspective, it is a rare thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm asking for 150 on these, but I could be a little flexible if if you need a little help on that, because with the packs, it's about that, but who knows? Maybe I'll throw in the packs, 140, something like that. But give me a shout. Let me know what you think. And actually, I do have one random ass thing here that I'm just throwing out because
love random ass stuff.
Yeah. I got these in a lot, and I'm really not sure who would want, who's the specific collector for these, but it's Series 1 and Series 2 sealed boxes of bench warmers cards.
From 2002?
Bottles and things like that.
Oh, wow.
And, no, these are from the 90s.
1990s, actually. Yeah.
36 packs in each. And one has refractive etch cards.
Yeah.
And one has random hologram inserts. And you know what? $50 for the pair. Shit.
Ooh. God, don't tickle me like that, man. Benchwarmer stuff. I used to be one of the biggest sellers of benchwarmer in the United States. I used to buy 30, 40 cases of that stuff when it came out.
Sounds like you need to make a trade just for nostalgia's sake and keep it.
No, I don't need it. I don't need that. I have so much benchwarmer set sitting around that I need to get rid of.
All right, Aaron, let everybody know where they can find you if they saw anything they want today, so they can try to make a deal with you.
Absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at AEWcard.com. The at and the A, they don't go together very well, I found. But yep, I'm the AEW card guy. Come find me on Twitter and give me a follow and give me, send me a message.
Send
Have
me
a
a
good one,
message.
guys.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.
Take care, bub.
Thanks, Aaron.
Good night.
All right. We should have one guest left for
Well,
tonight.
he's not in there.
Emrod's wrestling cards.
Nobody's in the. I just put Aaron over in the waiting room so he can log off when he needs to. But there's nobody else in the waiting room.
Oh, we have a no-show.
We have a no-show.
Okay, well, we'll give it a little bit, and if he doesn't come on here before too long, we will go ahead and bring in our special guest potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have any special guests.
All of our guests tonight have been special.
They're
guests.
all special in their own little way.
We were running short on time. We forgot to give Aaron a giveaway item. So
Oh, we did. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aaron. Aaron, hit me up. I'll be happy to send you something. I don't know what's up your alley here. Everybody keeps choosing the guys. It's because nobody wants to be pervs or what? I don't know. How about hit me up, man, and I will send you. I don't know if it means anything to you at all, but I'll send you a Tori Wilson autograph. This, by the way, these most of these are the official P Series promo photos, not copies. They're the official, real P Series promo photos.
that's why I was surprised that you still had those.
I have so many, so many. And by the way, who won our AEW sheet?
Chris Johnson, Daniel
Nice.
Bryan, Super Collector. So
Got it, man. Hey,
yeah. Couldn't
Speaking
have
of
gone
Daniel
to
Bryan, Super Collector,
Chris. Are you watching? Chris,
I hope you're watching because make me an offer on this dude because they go for at least 40, 50 bucks easy. Boom. Talk about a magazine. It's so cool, man. It's from SoCal. Featuring him on the cover. I don't even want to take it out. And on the back, it's got
And the-
Supreme and Chaos.
that's what's random is on the back. Yeah.
I know inside here there's an interview with Desire. Desire is Shelly Martinez before she was Ariel.
Wow.
So you make me an offer, sir. I'd be happy to work with you on that one. Had someone in the room for a second.
Yeah,
there.
Mark. He's trying to get in. It's in the chat.
Hey, if our special guests are watching right now by any means like that, just kind of hold off. And as soon as we give you the clue to come in, because I really don't want them to kind of jump in. I don't know if they're going to show up. It's okay. They show up. I'll just put them in the waiting room.
They may not show up at all.
You know what? You're right.
They may just big time us and be like, we don't have time to work with these buffoons, these jabronis.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. Have you listened to us?
I know. Yeah, I have to go back and listen to us when we're talking when I'm editing all the podcasts.
Yeah, I try not to. I really have not listened to a single all the way through podcast that I've ever been on.
Guys, thanks for coming tonight. Make sure to tune into tomorrow, night 2. We're going to be doing a little bit of this, but tomorrow's big thing is the box breaks, which, I can't wait to see it. Hopefully somebody's going to pull the ringside relic for Wes, but then also hopefully somebody's going to pull just some amazing autograph.
Yeah, I really hope that both those boxes have at least an autograph in them. And then, of course, there's the double-sided chromium cards in there, too. And then the ringside relic, of course, we've already announced that if that gets pulled, it goes right back to Wes. But Wes has a really cool replacement for that as well. Which,
Right.
by the way, I don't know if he's watching or not, but we should contact him. I really want him to be part of it tomorrow night. I think he will be, but I'm hoping he can join us. I got Paul in the room waiting. Get that video. He's in the room.
Mark is trying to get into the chat, but apparently he's having some sort of issues.
Mark
trying to get-
is?
Yeah, Mark Rodriguez. That's who.
Gotcha.
Who are.
Gotcha. I got to put this guy in the waiting room. Hold on.
Again, guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe to the WTC channel. Follow us on all social platforms: WrestlingTradingCards.com, Wrestling with Cards, Worlds Collide. Thank you guys for being a part of the first ever wrestling card only virtual wrestling card show. Maybe eventually we'll get one of these in person, but if the reception's good enough for the virtual ones, we'll keep doing these as well.
Yeah, why not? Just give everybody a chance to showcase their stuff.
Yep.
I mean, I've been watching some of the Instagram videos that people putting out there with their box breaks and stuff like that. Some cool stuff, man. Especially that 2021 Chrome that just came out. Man, some killer stuff.
Right.
Loved it. Love it. So we're waiting on who? We're waiting on Mark, right?
Yeah, he is our last vendor spot for the night. If he is not here within a few more minutes, then we will potentially get our, I don't know, our special guests, are they in the waiting room?
I got one in the waiting room. I
Man.
got one in the waiting. Trying to
You
figure
guys
out
have,
what's going on.
if you guys have any questions in the chat or anything, let's see. Someone says they're about to make a run in. Hey, you never know what's going to happen on here.
Yeah, you never know. I know there's a run. It's like the Royal Rumble here. We have no idea who's coming in. 3, 2, 1.
Got any other random stuff you want to throw up while we're waiting?
I do. I have anybody's interested. I have a complete set right here. Complete set 2004 WrestleMania 20 gold parallel set, whole set. There's one on eBay. I think someone's asking it's either $300 or $400 for it. I'll do a half price, whatever anybody's asking on eBay for that. So just make me an offer on that from there, and that'd be great. I also have from the same year, 2004, full complete set. Both include checklists. Both include the Fleer hard card they used to put in some of those packs. It's a complete set of the 2004 Chaos, all 100 card or 90 cards, all gold parallel. I'll get you the comps on that. Give me 1 second, sir. Let me get you the comps. The WrestleMania 20, one is listed for 400, so I'll do mine for 200. There's a Chaos gold parallel, all 95 cards. There's one listed for 300. I'll do it for 150.
Half price.
Half price. I say that because I have several of these. And I don't know if anybody's interested. One last set, full set, 2006 WWE Chrome. All 90 cards. I don't even know what the comps are on this thing. What is it? What was the comps on that again?
50, $60 generally. Currently.
Yeah, average price point's 50. I was going through doing like the actual average price, $57.85. That's the average actual price. So yeah, I'll do it for 50. I think we're gonna have to have our run-ins because we're already past time now.
Our special guests here.
Should I let them in?
Are they all here?
I have 2.
Why not?
Who's the third man?
Who is the third man of the 3?
Oh, I'm letting them in. I'm letting them in.
There
We're
we go.
in for a lot of trouble. We're in for trouble. Oh no.
Maybe. Are we gonna have another Aaron situation where someone's camera doesn't work?
I got one. There's one. Oh my God.
What is up?
What's up? Oh, look who it is.
Hold on, guys.
What's up?
All right, I got to do this one. I am the third man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Yes,
he's
I am.
turning on us.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm the damn third man.
Oh,
I love
What?
What?
Let's go. What?
Love it.
Got me waiting in the waiting room.
guys,
how you guys
welcome.
doing, man?
What's up?
What's up?
Too long. I'm glad you invited us. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Dan, for even having us on this. And it's awesome. It's awesome.
awesome.
I'm legit nervous. I'm nervous.
How could you be nervous, man? We hear you guys. Your guys' show flows so well and so like seamless.
Oh, thank you.
I love listening to it. I have a few episodes to catch up on, but it's like, don't be nervous, man. Come on, man. You guys are like
had
you
to
guys
have
like the
some
pros.
main event talent for the main event of night
That's
one.
right.
So if we got some jabronis in the chat that don't know who you guys are, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm
We are
Johnny
the Card
Tank Creed.
Foundation. No, I go first.
I go first.
Sorry, Papa Bear.
You ruined it. I'm Pop Bear from the Car Foundation, and as with me as always is Johnny. And
That's with me as always.
Yes, we were always
How do
together.
you know? How do you know he's not? I'm not his sidekick.
yeah.
I think if everyone that listens knows that we are Papa Bear's sidekick for sure. Yeah.
And
This is awesome.
unfortunately, Danny couldn't make it with us today. He's he whisked his fiance away on like some scary Halloween haunted tour. That
Yeah,
went late.
they're up in Salem for the weekend.
Interesting.
It's mobile phone, dude. Dial that shit in.
Well, what a coincidence that the third man ended up being Tony.
It's ended up being me anyways. Perfect.
We are honored for Tony to be the third man tonight.
Oh, this is awesome, man.
That's
I
awesome.
love this shirt so much. It's a good quality shirt, and I just had to show support, man. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast wanted me to fly me out to Vegas to do live 10. I said, I got Tony and Dan. I got to do the wrestling card podcast, and they're like, all right, we understand.
So we've just got a bunch of random questions for you guys. We'll hang out for the next 30 minutes, hour, whatever you got. So
whatever you got.
I don't know who was first, Tony, me, somebody else, but shortly after you guys were up, like, where did you start with just the content creation? Like, what spurred you to start doing that? And then how's it been for you guys just going forward, creating content for people?
I guess I'll kind of start the origin story here. So Danny and I guess about a year or so ago, maybe like almost 2 years ago, started a podcast about baseball cards. So it was called Caught Looking. And we did that for, I guess, about a year or so. And, being big wrestling fans, we obviously collected everything at the time. And we had met Paul through going to some of the meetups with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. So we'd go hang out with them. And that's how we met Paul. Paul also started listening to our show. So we started, the three of us started talking, and we said, we'd like to do this style of a show, basically just kind of nerding out about wrestling cards. Since the three of us, that's what we were collecting at the time. We were always in a group chat talking about stuff. So we finally decided just to jump in and do it. And, we started just recording episodes and putting out the podcast. And then that led to, social media, because you have to have social media now,
right,
to promote your stuff and everything. So we launched, our Twitter and our Instagram. And now we just launched a YouTube page. So we're going to be kind of doing what we do over on Instagram, where we do like the box breaks and stuff like that. We're going to be doing some of that over on YouTube. And yeah, that's basically where we're at today.
Oh, so now I know who the sidekick is now. I know who it is
well
now.
Explained. I just when I was listening to their podcast, they have the baseball card podcast. I was listening to it. I just started getting back into collecting cards probably like 6 months before the pandemic, before the boom. Because my friend Filth Bomb Breaks, my friend started that company. He's in my town. I went there. And I was like, man, I haven't collected cards in a while. So I went there. He got me itchy again. Next thing I know, I'm buying like a lot of boxes of baseball cards. And collecting baseballs became real expensive.
Right.
And then listen to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. It's like kind of like wrestling cards. And then you look at the prices compared to one and compared to the other. And I just dove headfirst right into wrestling cards and haven't looked back. I'm so happy I did. It just
such an underappreciated and undervalued.
So underappreciated.
Genre. Yeah.
It's crazy how underappreciated.
But
The Rock's helping us out though.
Didn't you guys didn't you go to, you went to New York Comic Con, right?
So Danny actually was there.
Danny went there.
Yep. Danny went. He was able to go and kind of check out the AEW booth, and he was kind of walking around and just getting an idea of the feel of the wrestling card boom that kind of took over Comic-Con, because I think once AEW put out that promo sheet, that was it.
Some bitch.
I love it.
You guys are talking about people running and getting stacks of those on the last show. Here's a guy.
Well,
right
as soon as I saw that, man, I put in a call my friend out in Jersey who was going, and he's like, yeah, I totally, I'll pick up whatever I can from you. He goes, I got you a small stack. I don't want to be too greedy.
Oh man.
Well, Danny ended up doing the same thing. So Danny got there on, it was, I think, the second day. And by the second day, I think people started posting that they were only giving out one, because I guess the first day, everyone was going and taking 15, which I would have done the same thing.
Of course.
So
if they're not putting on limits on it, why not?
Exactly. So Danny ended up texting us and saying, hey, they're only giving out one. So we said, you got to work your magic and, make it work. So he called us back like an hour later and said, I got the stack. You guys are good to go. We all each got our sheets. So
yeah,
I mean, on eBay.
Tops is famous for doing that at shows, man. They just give out like these promo cards from.
Yep.
I mean, at Comic-Con San Diego, I have a brick of them.
That's
it's
awesome.
just by the end of the day on Sunday, people who didn't want them, they were just handing out 500 count boxes full of them.
Wow.
Just take them.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the AEW cut sheets? You think they're going to be big in the future? Are you ripping any of them? Are you
I don't know if I'm going to rip any of them. Me personally, I'm going to keep just one for myself. I'm just not the collector I used to be. I'm a PC guy now. I collect Kurt Angle stuff. He's a client. He's someone that is a friend. So I'm just going to collect him. That's it. Otherwise, I'm going to collect one for myself. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other ones. I have 9 left.
Well, we gave one away tonight earlier.
Yep, we gave one away.
I was if the Britt Baker was in like the middle or the side, I would probably send one to PSA right now at the $150 mark. But that's a tough spot in that corner. It
is. And all of them, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a grader of any. I got one of hers I think would be decent. The rest, they all got a little dink in the corners, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I have one that I thought was pretty good. I put it in a top loader, that size. And I kind of put that away. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. I have like 4 or 5 more that I'm just kind of holding on to for now. But
what do you guys think about like that perforated stuff, like cards like that? I mean, how does a card that's perforated get a 10?
Yeah,
this is a Papa Bear question right there, baby.
I wouldn't have started it. I would have never gave one a 10. But once one's a 10, you might as well start grading the other ones as 10s if they're as close to it. I don't know how they do it.
So they don't have a definition of what a 10 should be at from a perforated standpoint.
I know they not count the notches, but every notch has to be perfect. Like there can't be a missing notch. It's got to be basically ripped out perfectly. I sent in actually a lot of the Stone Cold from the WWE magazine, the cards in. I sent those in.
Got some behind me.
I peeled them nice and neat. So wondering how they come back. And
how do you do that? Like, what's the? Give us some tips, man. Like I don't know if I want to do that.
So when you take it out of the magazine, cut it out of the magazine, cut the whole side out of the magazine, and then honestly, like a 15 folds each way on a flat surface, and just like if you could peel it apart slowly and it peels apart, it's nice and easy. It'll come right apart.
Almost like some good ribs.
Yeah, exactly. It's nerve wracking too when you're doing it.
Damn. And, I can't. I don't think I have. That's why I can't gamble. I can't do it.
Going back to the content thing real quick, Tony, I know you had some questions for them.
I think I sent them all to you.
It was generally like, what goes into it for you guys as far as like time, like editing, how much time you spend promoting?
Right. I remember that now. I have so much going on. I got a 2.5-year-old that takes up my time all during the day. So things just escape me quickly. I mean, what kind of time do you guys put in every week for your guys' show? It's so polished. It's so clean with sound bites and things like that. I mean, how do you guys, what kind of time goes into that? Do you have day jobs is what I'm asking.
We all have day jobs. We all work. The funniest part of this, the person that does all this is not here.
Not here.
Legit does it all. He sends the notes. He does the editing. He adds all the sound bites, which I thought were genius. I go, those are amazing.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the Instagram. Johnny does the Twitter, but the real man, the guy we need to give all the credit to is Danny. Did all the YouTube. Danny went to Comic-Con, so Danny is really the anchor of this.
Danny,
I wouldn't even know how to edit stuff.
So when we started Caught Looking, we had no experience podcasting or editing or anything. We kind of just said, well, there's so many podcasts out there. It's got to be pretty easy. So we went out and bought mics, and we have our laptops. And, originally we were recording in person. And then once the pandemic hit, we don't live together. So we started to, do it over Zoom every week. And as it got, as it progressed, really, Danny just got better at it. Every week you could tell it was like, he figured out how to clean that up, or, he figured out how to add a soundbite in, and it was just like a week by week thing.
But to me, it's sound polished since day one. I mean, it has.
I appreciate that. That's
thank you. Yeah.
In terms of
Danny's gonna love hearing this. Danny's gonna love hearing all this.
Yeah, I'm sure he's watching it on his phone now, walking around Salem.
He can take time to watch on the phone, but he can't participate.
Yeah, exactly. He's ruining all the haunted house for his wife.
Yeah, he's replaced.
I'll be the Joan Rivers. I'll take over when you need it.
Do you know how to edit and do sound bites?
Oh, damn. I'll learn. I've had to teach myself everything else, man. Redoing WTC, I had to teach myself WordPress, for crying out loud.
Yeah, so I thought
at the time.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's you can ask Papa Bear too. It's all week long. I mean, our phones are always going off, and between the DMs and the posts and the comments, and Papa Bear's breaking boxes and ripping packs almost every night. I feel like at this point on Instagram Live and stuff like
well,
that.
especially Chrome. I've been watching him on Chrome.
Yeah.
Man, going,
Oh
all
my
right,
God, I
I'm gonna
love
put Stone
Chrome.
Cold right here.
Yeah. Oh, I brought him along. What?
So yeah, I mean, it's literally all week long. I mean, and we have a group chat where it's like, all right, who's the busiest at work today? We got, a couple of DMs if someone can go in, because we really want to like make sure everybody gets answered. Everybody is always, being engaged, because that's the whole key to this whole thing.
Right.
The one thing I love about the wrestling card hobby is that there's not a lot of us, but we're constantly, talking all day long and bouncing ideas, and who pulled this card or who's got this card. Everyone's reposting each other's stuff, and it's so great. And the way that works is if everybody engages with each other.
Right.
Which brings me to a great question, which is, since you guys had the baseball one and you've done the wrestling one, it's a totally different crowd, is it not? Like a totally different community, a totally different.
It's
Totally different.
way different.
Yeah. So before
what
I'll,
are the
inter-
differences?
I'll interject to add to Tony's comments here. Give us the pros and cons of both the wrestling and sports cards and how they kind of mash together, since you guys are in both fields.
So I think something that's like a pro with wrestling cards, I'd say, is how much smaller it is in terms of a community where, we kind of all know who the players are and, who's got what, who's collecting what. And I know Papa Bear does this too all the time, where we'll talk about, who our PC is. And then, we'll get messages like, oh, I got this, let me trade for this. And you don't see that as on an intimate level in the baseball world, just because there's a million different collectors and it's just so much bigger. One of the cons I could say right off the top of my head is the market is just different in terms of like how people price stuff out.
Yeah.
So I was always used to just, and especially in this day and age, it's eBay comps. That's what I always used. Go a little bit less if if you know who you're selling to. So if you're selling to, someone who's going to resell, take a little bit less, because they have to, make theirs too. And there's all different rules or whatever. But to me, that was always kind of understood in the baseball hobby. And then like going on Twitter or, Instagram, we'll look at cards and, I'll look at comps of some of the stuff people post, and it's kind of all over the place. But I think that's like the one thing I would love to see is like people just kind of going more towards comps to keep everyone on the same, playing field in a way.
I got a good example. When I was buying baseball cards, I would just get the penny sleeve and top loader. When I buy wrestling cards on eBay, somebody just sent me like 10 extra free cards of the same person. I bought like a Roman Reigns refractor. Somebody sent me 2 with a base with it. Like there was no need for it. It was off eBay. I don't know who this person is. There was no need for that. I was like, damn, what a gentleman. What a gentleman to do that. And it's just kind of a nice community where the cards are, less expensive, where you could pull the gold rookie card. Let's just say it's $100. That same aspect of player in baseball is $1,000 card. So it's a lot less cutthroat, where people, it's not too much, it's not too expensive, and you can help people out with their PCs. And like I thought of you the other day, somebody pulled a carrying cross out of 5. And I was like, oh, Zan probably wants that.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you buy that? And then I went to eBay. I was like, did you buy it?
Yeah.
$40? That's a good price.
That's a good price.
That was you that bought it?
Yeah.
So then I messaged him. I go, Zan. Then I was like, let me see if there's any on eBay. I go, oh, there's one for $40. I go, oh my God, I would have bought that for $40. That's a steal. I go, Zan probably bought that one. You did. All right.
Yep.
So I make.
And I do the same thing that you just said when I see all the like numbered Kurt Angle stuff. I think of Tony, like right off.
Yeah.
Or when I see the Daniel Bryan stuff, I immediately think of Chris Johnson, who's like the ultimate super collector.
Hell, you better take that magazine from me, man. You better take that magazine from me.
Oh, I got it, Dan. I just got this.
It's hard to find something that guy doesn't have when it comes to Daniel Bryan.
He's got everything.
Another thing I can kind of think about too is like, it's so with baseball, these guys are playing all year. They're, racking up stats. It's very easy to determine, who the good players are, who the bad players are, who the popular players are and who's not. But with wrestling, stats don't matter, so it's really popularity driven, or, who has the belt or who's on TV the most. And that was something that, as a sports collector first, that took a little bit to get used to, because it's like, oh, take a guy like Daniel Bryan. He's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
But-
I got this. I just got this back from PSA.
Nice.
Daniel
A
Bryan.
10.
Nice.
Oh, there you
I
go.
bought this at Wrestling Universe for like $8. Now I think maybe like $5, and I was like, it looks in good condition.
And it took some good condition. It's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. Sorry, go on,
I'm
John.
getting my first submission from PSAs coming back hopefully next week. I've never submitted before.
Oh,
So I
nice.
just got I finally hit stage 8 today. And what I sent in was an 82 I sent an 82 Flair, not 82 Flair and an 82 Hogan Cosmos from Japan. I sent those in.
Really?
Oh,
And I saw someone get a PSA 6 Hogan Cosmos, went for like 8,000, and I go, mine's got to be. I just found it in storage. Mine's got to be at least a 6.
What'd you send it in? Like just recently?
I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it's good.
oh, that's awesome.
I was like, so you saw it in shipping? It's in shipping.
I saw it in shipping. Yeah.
Oh, you saw? I know you peeked
Yeah.
on that. Oh man, I've been peeking at those all.
Yeah.
I check
and
daily.
then my flare, I go, nice.
Yes.
Everything
Oh,
else,
Tony,
I'm
we
like,
keep
okay.
we keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry, Jay. Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry.
lost in PSA.
So yeah, that was
It happens.
one of the biggest things for me, at least, was like the way I look at wrestlers is not how you can look at other professional athletes in other sports, because it's just not as cut and dry like that. Guys that they may not be the best quote unquote professional wrestler. They're not gonna, just because they are, they're not. It doesn't dictate the
Right.
price in a way. It's really like popularity and
That's
maybe even
that's
nostalgia.
storyline driven though. So if someone gets put in a bad storyline, no one's going to follow it. Then they're kind of.
Right.
Happens.
I mean, so that's why I'm kind of worried about carrying Cross. I mean, because he's getting put in repackaged, and it's just.
Yeah.
Is that gonna hurt his long term value? I mean,
Oh, it could, but I'm personally at the point where I'm just collecting them because I'm having a blast doing it. Like that's my only modern guy I'm doing. Like I have a bunch of vintage stuff, which I want to touch on with you guys here in a minute. But I've been saying it forever to like mainstream sports guys. Like wrestling cards are real life Pokemon. Like it's character driven.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
If they get hurt, it doesn't matter. If they're in a bad story, it doesn't matter because it's all about the character. I mean, me and Tony have talked about this. Look at the stuff with Flair after Dark Side of the Ring. Look at the stuff from Hogan several years ago. What does it do to their cards?
Doesn't
Shoots
hurt
them
it.
up in value.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's true. Even like take a guy like The Rock, hasn't wrestled in 10 years, hasn't been on TV in a while.
right.
He had one of the more popular years in wrestling cards this year.
But he's an exception. He's an exception to the rule. I mean, he's just an exception because he
He's just a
transcended
megastar.
beyond. He's just a
Right.
megastar. I mean, he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, he's just God. That guy goes for presidency, whether you like it or not. It's just going to way up in value even more.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope so.
Yeah, just run.
it's
I don't
hard
care
to
if you win or
see
not.
him- yeah, it's hard to see him ever going even down. Every year he just goes higher and higher. It's-
Yeah, his floor
Right.
level just keeps going up every time. So like, he's never going to go below this part. I mean, might as well. I mean, invest as much as you can.
I literally just bought because I watched the Danbury Mint. Your Danbury Mint.
Yeah.
I just bought 2 Rock Danbury Mints.
Yeah.
God,
There
for-
are
for-
certain that
like
one,
nothing.
the Vince McMahon, and
I
there's
hate
like
that
one.
set.
I got the Vince.
Yeah, there's a few in there that people like actually want because they're like,
I-
I'm just going to crack them and grade them, and then I've seen them in the slabs and they look
Oh,
100
son.
times better.
Wow.
That's
I hate
100%
that
what I'm
set
doing.
so much. I hate it.
I cut it out of the. I cut the Vince out of the plastic, and you don't want to know how many boxes I've ready to go to PSA. 4 about 5 boxes.
Tony,
right?
did you send all your Danbury mint from your storage to Papa Bear?
No. I remember I sold it as a set. I only collected the first 50. I sold it as a set. I was very specific when I ordered my collection because you could order the binder with your name engraved on
The
it. or
binder,
not
yep.
engraved on it. Yeah. And so I said, I don't want it. 'Cause I'm thinking future. Like I'm gone. Unless your name is Tony, I can't sell to you. So it's like, no, they put my name on it. Even though I
Of
asked them
course.
not to. It's so tops to do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
Yeah. We're saying that more and more.
Another
Yeah,
question I had,
picked that up.
you guys seem like with your crossover between baseball and then just regular wrestling, like at card shows, anything out and about, what are you seeing like people who are outside of the wrestling card bubble? How are they reacting to wrestling cards now that they're getting more fun and popular and people are actually starting to recognize them as a thing?
I mean, I think people are starting with the big names. You know, so it's Hogan, it's Flair, you know, it's The Rock, it's Stone Cold, guys like that. You know, guys that maybe they recognize, maybe they watched wrestling when they were a kid. They haven't watched it in 20 years, but those are the names that they know as like the titans of, you know, of wrestling, and they're really going back and starting there. I'm at shows, at least locally. I haven't seen a ton, but they have been getting bigger and more of a presence. I was just at a Hofstra University show on Long Island last week. Me and Danny went, and I hadn't seen that much wrestling at a card show ever, probably
That's
ever.
great.
There were showcases and showcases of all, and it was all slabbed stuff, all vintage slabbed, a ton of Hogan. We were so happy about it because people need to start recognizing that it's not only a fun hobby, but I mean, look how lucrative it could be too if you're in that, you know, investment kind of mentality.
But I always say from people from other sports, look at wrestling cards and go, well, listen, yeah, you guys are making some money in your cards, but it doesn't have enough zeros behind it like my basketball does, like my baseball does. And it's like kind of waiting for someone. I know Gary Vee tried that by, you know, trying to push people into the wrestling stuff, but it kind of went and it faded away real quick. Like we need someone else out there to kind of say a name who's like, hey, I'm investing in this stuff. This is so undervalued. I'm buying all this shit up.
Yeah,
I think that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. You're not making thousands of dollars. You're not going to make $1,000 off a card. You typically, let's just say, typically not.
Yeah.
Even if you pull, there's very few cards that say you can make $1,000 off of. You'll make $100 off of, but again, you're not buying it at that, you know, that price point. You could buy, like I'm big on Rhea Ripley. I bought a lot of her rookie cards. You get a PSA 10, you sell for $100, $150. You're not going to sell it where the Zion Williams PSA 10 rookie cards were going for $1,000, like at one point. We're getting crazy. So it's a fun. Wrestling cards are just fun because they're not too expensive. They're just fun. They're just not.
But no, you're Tony. You're right. We need in a like one of those big YouTube breakers or vloggers, you know, to kind of recognize like, oh, this is, you know, the same way that I feel like F1 kind of took off this year.
Yep.
You know, Topps had put out the first F1 set and people went nuts. And I didn't really jump in because, you know, I don't know anything about F1 racing, but people saw the value in it and it went through the roof. And then you saw a lot of these big breakers and these big, you know, vloggers on YouTube that were like, oh, we're going to go after that stuff. You know, in a way, wrestling needs that where it's like, oh, you know what? There's a lot of vintage stuff that in a good grade could bring in that kind of money a bit down the road.
Well, what about even opening something new could spark interest in saying, wait, there's wrestling cards? Oh God, yeah, they go way back in years. So if something new catches on, this is why I'm hoping the AEW stuff, it goes really well because in the years I've been doing, I've been collecting for 35, almost 40 years probably myself. I'm 52. So it's like, I've never seen a buzz for a product like this for wrestling ever. Even at the peak of the 90s during the Attitude Era, when Comic Game just put out Superstars, WCW stuff was coming out from Topps, there wasn't any real big interest. Like, oh, it's cool. There's some autographs. That's kind of cool. Some chromium card. That's kind of cool. But this AEW, man, is like just the buzz around it is amazing.
Not to mention AEW and Upper Deck are both going out of their way to promote it, which we've never seen.
Absolutely. Yep. You never
100%.
once did I ever see, a Fleer product advertised on WWE programming. Never once have I seen even Topps product advertised on a WWE programming, but AEW's doing it on their shows.
Right.
Yep. And we
kind of need it.
What I was going to mention, before we get those, you know, YouTubers to kind of recognize it, we kind of need Topps to recognize it first. You know, we talk about that on our show all the time, where it's like, you know, you see all these other big entities. You know, baseball is obviously their bread and butter, and I 100% understand that, but in order for, you know, the hobby to grow, the main manufacturer in modern day cards needs to kind of grow, you know, make it grow. And you're 100% right. That's why we got behind Upper Deck 100% with the AEW cards, because they were promoting it. They were tweeting about it, posting it. You turn on Dynamite on Wednesday night, you're seeing lower thirds about the promo cards that were being released, and, you know, with CM Punk and Adam Cole. And that's the way to do it. You know, they're creating buzz for themselves. And as wrestling fans, wrestling card collector, we saw that and we're like, wow, we're just
seems like everything they're doing with all their licenses they have when it comes to figures. I mean, they're just promoting everything well.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're creating a demand for it too.
What was that?
Like the picture of all the guys signing was such a cool picture.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that is you never see that with when you see it with Tops. It's like when the wrestler, I guess, is excited to sign their cards, they'll leak it themselves on Instagram.
Yep.
But like for them to put the picture of all of them in the room signing all the stickers and all the cards, it's definitely awesome. We need this Upper Deck AEW. We need this to go smooth and be popular, because you're right, the buzz behind it is there's a lot of expectations and it should go good, but my fingers are crossed.
I haven't heard it yet, guys. But have you guys ever listened to Brett's new episode that came out today, where he talked to the?
No, I saw he interviewed the Upper Deck.
Yep.
One of the Upper Deck guys. I heard a clip on his Instagram.
Yeah,
I want to go back to that. There's a lot of good details. They really, both AEW and Upper Deck, from listening to that episode, they really seem to care what they're doing, like going into details about things as far as like what types of cards are released, and not putting too many autos, because you don't want to have those autos end up in the $5 bin like we're seeing with a lot of the Tops products. So yeah, definitely go check that out. It's a lot of good details. Speaking of talking about kind of modern stuff, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, but I think you guys get this rap for talking too much about modern cards, which I think is awesome, because I don't think enough people talk about modern cards. Are you just in your PC investing, whatever you want to call it? Are you guys skewing more towards modern than vintage? And is that because you're just more interested in it, or just kind of talk about modern versus vintage and where you guys are on that?
I'm way more modern. I'm way more modern. Just the fact I just got back into it like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So I just started ripping from then. I went back and I grabbed the 91 Classic set, but I bought the complete box.
Yeah.
And I bought the complete box of the 90 Classic. It wasn't really exciting. I knew the cards
That's
are in
favorite
it.
set. It's his favorite set, by the way. So that and his new PC is the Miz, by the way. Yeah.
So I bought that to get graded, and I went right into the grading. I like the new modern stuff because I feel like you could get a Roman Reigns gold for like $20 or $30 on eBay. There's so much more potential for in the future, where the older sets, there's not really gold, not really refractors, there's not really autographs unless you go back to that. What's the Comic Images with the Rock autograph? They're not
98 Superstars.
You're not really seeing those anywhere. You can't really get them anymore. So the most vintage I go back is into the Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins rookie set, which I bought a lot of those up.
Super modern he is, man. He's like last
week.
That's
super.
Yeah. That's how, like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't know enough about it, and I just be kind of faking the conversation, where I rather this stuff I know because I'm ripping it constantly. So
well, let me ask, like, did you do you go back and watch a lot of old wrestling, or are you mainly just modern? Because if you don't go back and watch a lot of stuff, then it totally makes sense.
Yeah, the farthest I go back is Attitude Era. I'm not going back any further than that. And
so if you don't care about that stuff, then why waste your time?
I legit I like the 91 Classic because I remember opening that as a kid. The blue border, I remember opening that as a kid, but I definitely don't remember any more vintage. I don't talk about the famous Hogan card. I never even saw it until I started collecting these cards. So that's why I kind of stay, more modern and just more my wheelhouse. And I don't want to lie or fake it to anybody.
Yeah.
So
Johnny,
it makes it interesting for you guys to talk about your rookie card segments like that. We have to go that far back. You're like, well, I don't know.
Oh shit! I'm like, oh shit! I have Danny fill me in. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, for me, it was a couple of things. I'm on the younger side, I would say. I guess in terms of wrestling, I mean, I was born in 1990, so I wasn't watching Hogan and Warrior, Macho in their prime live. I wasn't even born yet. So my fandom really started with the Attitude Era, and that's kind of where I find myself going back to. I mean, I'll go back as far as like 94, 95, like the new generation. But that just wasn't like, those weren't my guys. Hogan wasn't my guy. Flair wasn't my guy. It was Austin. It was The Rock. It was, WCW versus WWF on Monday nights, and, a lot of those guys. So with my collecting, that's kind of where I went back to. And then with the modern collecting now, it was kind of like the closest thing to what we were collecting with baseball.
Right.
So it was like, Topps Chrome baseball, Topps Chrome wrestling. And then they would put out, like Topps Heritage and stuff like that. It was all comparable. So we knew to look for the parallels. We knew to look for the refractors and like the image variations and all that stuff. So that was kind of like our wheelhouse. with the modern cards. The more that I, follow you guys and I see all your posts and listen to the show, and the more I get itchy for the vintage stuff, because there are guys in that era that I do like. I love Bret Hart. I mean, obviously it's, kind of hard to,
Yeah.
deny that.
Yeah,
It's part of our
Tony.
group, Zan. It's part of our group. You're not part of it. You're not
Yeah.
I know,
part of it.
clearly.
Sit down.
So like there are a couple of like iconic cards just being in this hobby that I would love to, go back. And I think I would eventually pick those up, slabbed, make sure I knew the condition and, just kind of, those are like the pinnacles of the hobby, because in every sport there are those cards.
Right.
In baseball, there's, even, it's not even going back that far, but even like the Trout rookie update card from 2011, that's good. That's gonna become an iconic card that, I'd like to do that eventually, go back and kind of start in the 80s and, work my way up. And, but, with all the modern stuff coming out now and, going back and kind of making up for lost time in a way, because there was a lot of stuff that came out in the 2000s that, we have gone back, the heritage and chrome and stuff like that.
There you go. I got you covered. There you go.
Man, that's
like
a
that
great
set. I bought that set like a few months ago just to pick out the Rock and John Cena cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of singles in here too. If you need something, so let me know. Right over here.
But I did like what
Yeah.
Papa Bear said though about not faking it, because it's not in our wheelhouse and we don't want to come across like it is. And if we could be the voice of the modern collecting, or the modern collector, and then we rely on you guys to talk about a lot of the vintage stuff and educate us, because you
to
guys
be
are
honest,
so knowledgeable. And
we don't want to get called out by you guys, to be honest with you. That's why we don't go. I don't go. I was like, if we go back there, I'm gonna just butcher something and say, yeah, that was his rookie card, or
don't get us started on
with
that.
rookie cards.
Yeah,
I think one time on one of you guys' episodes, I did send you a message and you called it out for a correction, like you do your corrections like that and it was like, I think it might've been, I think you guys were talking about that one of one China cut signature card.
Mm-hmm.
And someone made mentions. I said, no, that's a 2000 that's a Comic Images No Mercy
Comic
card.
Images card.
Yes.
We thought it was. I think we thought it was Flair.
Yeah, and so
we're wrong.
And you notice how they positioned it in there, right there.
Yeah.
So they cut out the person who she's giving a chair shot to, so that person doesn't get paid. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Exactly. But even going back to that previous question, Zan, about the differences with, the hobbies, I think that's one thing that is different with wrestling is that, people are active on social media.
Yeah.
And, you post something or you talk about something on a show that may be wrong, you're going to get called out on it or corrected or whatever. And it's good because that, it starts a conversation and it educates everybody at the end of the day. Whereas there are a ton of collectors in whether it's basketball, football, baseball, they're posting, whatever they want basically. And it's too big for that to be corrected, so there's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah. It's the whole point of having WTC is to actually harness all that information and put it in one location that someone can reference, and
Right.
That's why I kind of brought it back after being dormant since 2014 was just because I found out my friend got a job at PSA and he's like, yeah, I did my interview and they asked me about, do you have any research experience? Like, well, I used to help my friend back in the late 90s, early 2000s for this WrestlingTradingCards.com. I'm like, wait, we use that site all the time to authenticate cards.
Really?
And I go, I got to bring it back. Well, PSA and Beckett both have admitted now they use WTC as a resource to authenticate cards. There's been a lot of rejections. Why a lot of these independents over the last several years were getting rejected. People were getting them autographed, then submitted because they can get them authenticated that way without getting a grade.
Yeah.
Now I said, that's the first thing I have to do. That's the first thing I did this year is I got all the independents put up on the site. You get a David Peck who sends me a message and says, hey, Nick Gage is number 150 in that BBM set from 2000. You got to get it put up there so that way I have a better shot at putting it, sending it to PSA to get graded.
That's great.
Get Rob England says, hey, PSA keeps rejecting my all-stars with no backs, the blank back versions, my 82 all-stars. And I said, can you put something? Yeah, he said, can you put them on there? And it's like that. I said, and Rob England comes to you and says, and can't get his, all-stars through, do what you can to make the hobby. And I said, even if, regardless, it's information, it has to be harnessed. It has to be put somewhere and people need to have the information. Just have to have it.
with it on your website, the legitimacy of it makes it so you now have a bullet to shoot at them rather than me. No, it's
Correct.
real. Now here's your. That's funny. That blank back you talk about.
Yeah.
My friend Kanik sent in one of those cards with the blank back, and they sent it back that
rejected.
You got rejected.
Yeah.
So
Rob England asked me to put it on there. Says I've been trying for years to get them to take, because he's got a Hogan, he's got several of them, and he gave me a list of the names. I go, well, Rob England's a very reputable source. I mean, he's not going to BS and so I said, I'll be happy to add it like that. I can definitely authenticate. He sent me a video showing the cards with the backs blank. And I said, okay. So I added on there. I said, good luck to you, man. Let me know how it goes with you with PSA and hope they'll take it.
So I have a question for you now. With knowing all of this, where do you draw the line when it comes to?
That's my issue. My issue is all because, trust me, that's my issue now because as you probably may have heard stuff that we've talked about in the past, I have a real issue with bootlegs and technology today allows things to be made. So, I mean, I made my first card this year. You guys made a card this year.
Yep.
I mean, Kevin Nash has been a friend of mine for 15, 16 years. So he was happy to help, sign all these cards for me to help raise money for the website. It's easy and it's just too easy. And there's guys out there who are producing these cards, like classic ones. I'm not going to call anybody's names, but those was it Starcast, the Starcast cards, there's a legit version that got put out, and there's these bootleg versions that got put out as well. And guys are trying to get those bootlegs, and it's like, but they exist. So I have to archive it somehow. And at least I make the notation in the information section. I don't want to use my famous word of bootlegs. So I just say it's an unofficial release.
Right.
And then it gets into the fine line between that and indie sets because it's kind of the same thing.
But indies I find more because the indies are put out by the promotion themselves. It's not like some guys goes, I'm making my own damn card set because I love these deathmatch guys.
Right.
They're actual GCW and the PWG. These guys put out their own card sets. They're endorsed by the organization.
It's just what you said. It's a fine line, no matter.
It is a very fine line.
That I do not envy that position. That there's a lot of people making a lot.
I don't have to make that call. All I have to do is just, what? If the information exists and you have proof of this,
you kind of just
I put on the website. I say it's an unofficial list. You let PSA and Beckett make that call. It's not my job.
Right.
I'm actually a little mad at PSA. They denied all my all-in cards. The first set.
Really?
With they've already been graded. I've seen graded cards.
Yeah, sure.
So I sent it in. I sent it in later. I sent in half of the set, all rejected. I'm getting them all back.
When it gets rejected as a novice like myself, a newbie, what do you get a notification that says rejected?
No, it says like non-specific, non-origin or something like that for all the cards. And I go,
I got 20 cards coming in my next lot, my first lot, and 5 of them say minimum grade. There's no number associated to it.
So did you ask for a minimum grade on it?
I did, and then I didn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I emailed them, and they sent me an email confirmation says that has been removed from this order. Okay, I said I sent them another email a month later and said, "Are you sure?" I can assure you, sir, it's been removed from the order. My friend who works there sends me a text message. He goes, "Of all the bars in all the world, dude, I got your order." And he's like, it's going through your list. And so I go, can you tell me if it's got a notation on it that all the minimums were removed? He goes, it's noted on here. They still went ahead and took accepted as the minimums. So I've got 5 of my 20.
I think you might be all right because I sent in an order and I was getting tickets graded and they wrote Chris Benoit's Madison Square Garden match. I didn't want it to say that. So I was like, please take that out. And the whole time it said it was going through as I go, damn, it's gonna say that when it came back. And it came back, they took it out. But the whole way through, they said they didn't update it. So I did get it back as Edge wins his Intercontinental Championship instead of that. So you might have a shot.
I'll wait. I'm gonna wait till I get them back and take those 5 cards and put them aside and just say, listen, I have documentation that says that you told me it would be removed and you didn't, and I want to resubmit these again. Right. But then in my mind, I go, I kind of remember what I had them set for as far as the minimum grades. And if they didn't meet that criteria, I don't want to send them in after all.
You might not send in all 5. Might not
Right.
send in all, send in 2.
Yeah. Well, one of them was a Stone Cold card. I want to get sent in, but whatever.
I wanted to circle back to some stuff we were talking about. Do you think that, we were talking about rookie cards, unofficial cards, all this stuff. it's something we don't see as much in sports cards. Do you think that's one reason why a lot of people are reluctant to jump into wrestling, because there's just too much oddball stuff out there and nothing outside of modern? Even modern. I mean, you guys see how Topps throws the rookie card designation around. So what's your opinion on that?
It's tough. I mean, that was something when getting back into the wrestling card hobby full time. That was something that was hard for even like Danny and I, where it was like, all right, we knew with baseball, it's, Topps or Panini. And with wrestling, it's just not the case, because we go back and look at some of the earlier cards of some of the guys that we liked, and it's, a PWG card or, whatever indie, it's producing the cards at the time. And it was like hard to even distinguish, like, all right, is this a real card? Did the guy go and get these printed at some random place, like the way we did with our cards? Like, how do we distinguish if this is legit? Are people going to care? If there's a card given out at an event, for me, I like oddball stuff like that. So I was super into it from the beginning, of even being a fan of baseball and going and get like the stadium giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved that it was like rare and limited for that event. If you went to the event, you got the item. So I was always into stuff like that. But I could totally see if some, the cards that aren't produced by like the main quote unquote mainstream company can kind of throw somebody off in terms of, does this have collectible value?
Turns out that some of that independent stuff and those bootleg ones do have value.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes even more than official releases.
100%.
I've heard you guys all the time on your show always talk about you guys are always arguing back and forth. Well, this is the rookie. Well, this came out first. This came out, and so a lot of that is like, stuff from Japan or, a magazine card or cut from the back of an action figure, so like that. And you guys debate over that. It's like, well, it's the first card that ever came out. It's on cardboard. I mean, it's hard to determine. It really is.
It is very hard. There's no other sport where you have to argue what the rookie card is like in, every other sport.
Not to this extent.
Not to this extent. Yeah, you could argue, but it's not. You're not.
Yeah.
Not to this extent. I think my friends so the funny thing is my friends know I collect wrestling cards, and every time I say I collect, I haven't watched wrestling in 15 years. I'm wrestling. Everybody hasn't watched wrestling. I used to watch it with Stone Cold. I used to watch it with Hogan. This and that. So I think a lot of people don't collect wrestling cards because they're not actually watching the product. That it doesn't have to do with other cards. But then I walked into Filth Bomb the other day, and I go to my friend. He's like, "Oh, I just opened a box of your wrestling cards. It was only $100 for a box of Chrome with 2 guaranteed autographs." I go, "Oh," he goes, "Yeah." So he's like, the value said I was going to buy baseball. That was like $300. So I go, "Well, how'd you do?" He's like, "I got this Alexa Bliss gold auto. I got this." He's like, "I got this Rhea Ripley at a 25. I got this Mandy Rose at a 25." I go, "So hey," he's like, "How'd you do?" I go, "You did real good, man. You did real good." And he goes, I was like, "You're gonna sell that Bliss?" He has the Bliss right now on eBay it's at $108. I go, "This paid for the whole box. This is another $25." He goes, next thing I know, I came back the next day. He ripped 3 more boxes of it, and didn't do quite as good. Yeah, it didn't do quite as good, but you could. It's not as expensive as the other products out right now, and like a box of Panini Prism. How much is that's like $400 to $500 for a hobby box. So people just love ripping packs.
When we're done recording, we got to talk off air. I've got some news for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk off air before this, but you guys really didn't want to do that. So I was like, all right, I guess we'll just shoot it on air.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, we were going to have you as a surprise guest, and
I had to be surprised, man.
Somebody was turning against me that was on with me the whole night. So
yeah, it's back to the the question is just it's so we argue about it all the time with the rookie cards. It's going back to that, and the one thing we always say on the show is like, well, LeBron James has always been LeBron James. He never had a different name or a gimmick or, I worked for a different company. He was always just LeBron James, the basketball player in the NBA. So it's very easy to say, okay, what was the earliest card? 2003. Okay, that's it. But then you take a guy like Kane, where we've argued, where it's like, well, what's the quote unquote Kane rookie card? Well, is it when he was when he was Isaac Yankem? Is it when, it's so, it's debatable, in terms of just how you feel about it. And that was something like took so long to kind of, I guess, like accept it.
Right.
I would say buy them all. That's why I always say just buy them all.
Yeah.
That's so
usually
true.
You can. They're not too expensive. You usually can buy them all.
You really can. Yeah.
One this will be maybe a little bit of a longer question. This is kind of my final question. I don't know if Tony's got anything after this, but
I'm just going with the flow, buddy. Going with the flow.
what is the drawback and the disconnect between wrestling fans and participating in the hobby? Because they will shell out all the money for the shirts, the figures, the program, all video games, all this stuff. And, I think a lot of people I hear will say, well, I can't afford a hobby box. Well, maybe you can't because you just bought like 5 figures.
Or one replica belt, or
yeah. And from what I've seen, because I used to collect figures, like that stuff doesn't appreciate like cards do, whether graded or ungraded. So me and Tony are constant, and other people, outside of the content creation, I've been trying to talk to people about like, what is the disconnect? If you're a wrestling fan, why are you not collecting cards like everybody else in the world who's a fan of whatever sport they are, or F1 or Pokemon or whatever? If they're a fan, they collect the cards. But with wrestling, it doesn't seem that way. So where do you guys think the disconnect is here?
I don't know, man. Like, I look at it too. I'm part of the Major Wrestling Figure Pocket. I see people just bought like 4 figures, and I'm like, oh, I was just at Target today. I go, wow, this figure is $29.99. I go,
yep.
It's a cool figure. Don't get me wrong. It was the Rock Ultimate card. That was a cool figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, you buy 3 of these. The price could go up on it. They're not going to usually go up too much. But in my head, I'm like, well, I'd rather just buy a hobby box of cards and I get a chance out of a 1-on-1 card, the thrill. It's just, man, wrestling figure collectors, they love their wrestling figures. I don't know. I was always a card guy. Yeah.
Yeah. This is like Danny's biggest pet peeve. We talk about this all the time where it's like, I don't understand. Why is no one buying my card? They'll go and buy, some t-shirt that they sold in an AEW event for $100. But this autographed card of the wrestler that they're claiming they love, they're just not into it. We can't figure it out. Because there certainly is a disconnect with, wrestling cards and wrestling fans. It's not the same as, baseball, even like other sports. Even if you aren't like a hardcore collector, everyone seemed to always have cards, laying around somewhere. They got, their parents collected and gave it to them, or, oh, when I'm feeling nostalgic, I'm going to open a pack, and just see what I get. And with wrestling, it's really like pulling people, and really just like tugging at them to get into it. And it's not like you could debate the collecting aspect, because they're collecting other things, replica belts, autograph. You go to a show and people are lining up to get autographs, 8x10s and belts and whatever else. So there is that aspect there of like the collecting trade show type, even like something like this. It's there. It's just we're trying to figure out, why it hasn't, kind of went straight to cardboard yet.
I think I'm gonna start asking that question more. The more shows and conventions I do, like I just did Kurt and I were in San Antonio a couple weeks ago for Big Texas Comic-Con, and I think we only do 1-day appearances for him. So it's like, I think that day maybe 3 people brought a card to get signed by him, and every time someone brings a trading card to get signed, I go, "Oh, you collect wrestling cards? Oh, I have a few. Yeah, I love it like that." I always name drop WTC. Half know it, half don't know it. But it's everybody's going for 8x10s. They got a t-shirt they want signed, a pop figure, it's something, it's just something about cards. I don't understand why they don't collect it. I mean, especially if it's for long-term value, or I don't know, it's easier to store.
Right.
Easier to store. And I haven't seen any type outside of like an actual 1-of-1 ring used event gear somewhere outside of something like that. I've never seen any type of collectible in wrestling appreciate like cards.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's funny you bring up that you could we'll go back to the Miz. Both for Miz on Dancing. I don't know. Both for Miz on Dancing with the Stars. I think it's phenomenal. But you could wait to go get his autograph for $50 in line and meet him for $50, and you get his autograph on an 8x10. Or you could just buy probably on eBay right now for like $15 his autograph on a guaranteed card.
Yeah, but the flip side of that for me, for fans like that, part of that $50 is because you get the experience of actually meeting them in their presence.
That is true.
So you're paying for an experience.
That is true.
But if I can't be there, hey, for $15, I can own a card. I own a Miz autograph card.
With the cards, you've got the built-in scarcity of 1-of-1s and limiteds and parallels and stuff. So
it's a built-in scarcity as well.
Modern.
Yep.
That's the biggest draw to me, that the thrill. Like, you don't know what's in that pack.
Exactly.
You're just buying, the figure you're buying. I'm buying that figure. I do like what AEW did with the chase figures, the 1 in 1,000, 1 in 500 out. That does make I do go.
That
check
just
the
goes
toy
back
aisle
to
all the
them
time.
knowing what they're doing with marketing
Yeah.
and promotion.
Yeah, I go to the aisle today. And I was like, oh, let me go see if these wrestling figures are there. The 1 in 500. Oh, nope. And I just went
No,
bad about my
go
business,
right back
but-
to the cards. Go find my cards now.
Yeah. Oh, they're never. I was in 3 Targets today looking for wrestling cards. Oh, 3 cards, and just the only box of cards I saw was a WNBA Prism box, and I just left it there.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about that.
Cards are gone.
It's that's why, like, originally when we were talking about starting the podcast, we were like, well, this is what we collect. We love
Right.
wrestling and we're collectors, so it kind of makes sense. Like, this is the route we want to go. And when we started doing research on, like, who's out there and who does, similar shows like this, or, who the people in the community are, we found, guys like you, and we were like, well, where is everybody?
Yeah.
We're looking at this, we're obviously collectors first, but, you collect things, in hopes that it appreciates in value, going forward. So when we took that mentality going into wrestling, we're like, we're seeing these crazy numbers in the last, couple of years. Where is everyone? It's like, well, there's no one here. There's, a couple of people. All right, well, let's try to build this now, because
Right.
we need to bring that, kind of bring light to the hobby, and especially in this wrestling world, because there just was a lack of it.
Is that the
Right.
motivation you guys have for running your show? Is because you want to go out there and showcase cards, wrestling cards?
I think I'd say so.
I want people to look at my Instagram, but damn, he has that card. What a good idea for him to get that card graded. Like that was a great idea. Like, oh, that's, and to get other people interested. Like, oh, why would he get? Oh, that was cool. So I really, I want people to be impressed with my collection, and not like that. Oh, that was a good idea. And like, so somebody had did you see the out of 10 BGS Rock 9.5 somebody had?
Yeah. Mhm.
I legit goes, wow, that's impressive. I tip my cap to that guy. I go, damn, that is cool. Then I'm looking at eBay, like, maybe I could buy one, but no, it's way out. But,
And I was always like the opposite collector of what Zan just described, where it was like, I love wrestling so much, but with figures, man, I had a couple, and it was like they were in my display case, and then it was, I just kind of look at them when I'm in my room.
Right.
With programs, they go on my bookshelf in a stack, just collecting dust. But with cards, you could trade them, you could sell them, you can, go for a rainbow and collect every parallel of a specific card. You could take a wrestler, go after every, like what you're doing with Karrion Kross, and
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it. And with, t-shirt collectors and stuff like that, maybe t-shirts a little bit different, but with, figures and stuff like that, it just wasn't, you don't get that same feeling. And we were just kind of looking at each other like, well, we need more people to talk about this. It's so much fun, and there's a lot of value to it.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. People, I think the guys who come from other sports just good, like I said, doesn't have enough zeros behind it to pique my interest.
yeah, that's the truest statement. That's why.
Which is unfortunate. I mean, but
it all has to start somewhere, because there was several products.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
If you get a guy who's like, well, listen, my profit margins aren't as much as they are when I'm doing basketball or baseball or football, stuff like that, I say that's a lie. It's a 100% lie. And my point
It's probably
is,
more.
I think they're very comparable, because if you do the actual math and the return on your investments on certain things, if a dollar card in wrestling could turn around and I could probably flip it for $5, $10, whereas a dollar card, it's going to be equivalent to maybe a $10 card that goes for like $30, $40 in baseball. The margins are still the same. It just doesn't have enough zeros behind it to make it pique their interest. I want
that's
thousands.
exactly right.
I don't want hundreds.
Yeah, I want thousands.
And I've been saying it for damn near 30 years. All cards across the board, especially in sports, because you have stats, like you were saying earlier, because stats affect your value. So it's 100% a stock market. It's all it really is. When to buy, when to sell, checking the stats and sports. We don't have that to worry about that too much when it comes to wrestling. Just bad storyline. I'll write them something better later.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He terrifies the shit out of me.
on the flip side of that, you have a lot less to lose too, and it's a lot more fun. Like, I have fun with any kind of wrestling cards that I'm into, and it's just not the same thing as a lot of modern sports, which I like to talk about this a lot. How many times do you guys go back and watch name a WrestleMania. 2 weeks ago, maybe you want to go back and check out that Raw because maybe you missed it. Like, I don't do that with sports. I don't talk to too many people that do that with sports, but yet wrestling you can go back 100 years and watch stuff if you can find it. Right in the middle, go back to modern. You can bounce kind of all over the place, and your cards, whether it's like Tony said, a bad storyline, or maybe they're out of the business. I still know people who play or collect people who aren't even wrestling anymore because it's nostalgia, it's the attachment, and that's what wrestling's got going for it that sports cards and everything else doesn't.
Tell me, if they had one, I would buy all over it. When I was younger, I loved Iron Mike Sharp. I'd be all over collecting him.
There you go.
But they have no cards for that guy.
No, it's true. You don't see that in the sports world, especially now with the sports hobby, because everything is, I feel this way. Unfortunately, it's gone very stock investment centric. And it's something that on Quote Looking, the baseball show Danny and I were doing, we'd argue about that all the time. Because he'd be like, "Oh, buy this guy, buy this guy, buy." I'm like, "I'm not buying that guy because I don't like that guy."
Right.
I'm collecting what I like, and I could never get behind like the quote unquote investment, value. I'm like, well, the guys that I like, I hope they turn into, good investments. But if they don't, they don't. And I still take that, feeling today. Like, I collect a lot of Bret Hart cards because I just love Bret Hart, loved him growing up, and I know the modern stuff.
That. Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
What? Stone Cold guy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, he helped make you, so knock it off.
That's
oh hell yeah.
It is true. But I know, like, I'm go back to the 2021 Topps Chrome set that just came out. There's a Bret Hart insert, the 5-Timers Club. That card, maybe it's $2-3. It's probably not going to be more than that, going forward. But I love Bret Hart, so I got it. It's in my PC because that's just, I don't really care.
Right.
And I think that's something that doesn't translate in 2021 as much in some of those other sports. People are trying to figure out who the next Zion Williamson is going to be, or the next LeBron, or whoever. That's who they're putting, their money into. And that's one thing that drew me to this.
It's crazy too, because the money they put into that is crazy mad money. Like, I made this joke many times before, but at Luka from Dallas Mavericks, I mean, what, $4.2 million one of his cards sold for?
Yeah.
That dude is 22, 23 years old. He's an Achilles injury away from being a $40 card.
And we've seen it time and time again in the past. Like, it's funny, the junk wax wrestling is now outperforming the stuff that was supposed to put your kids through college in the early 90s.
It's reversed.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
All right, Tony, you got anything else for these guys before we let them out of here?
No, I was just kind of going through the questions that people kind of had in here. It's like that. People were actually talking about asking what they thought about the WCW autographs, because those are continuing to keep rising.
Oh man, those are so cool.
Just that's why, when Major Fig guys put those out, I had to order some. It's not my part of my PC. I gotta be very careful how I spend my money these days now, because I'm just Kurt Angle, and then Kurt Angle. That's it. So it's just, I said, I have to have them though. I have to have them because they remind me of those 98, 99 Superstar. I mean, the cards, I love them. So of course, of all the people in the world to get doubles in this pack, it had to be me.
Really?
I got two Marks. I got two Sterlings in the same pack.
Oh, yeah, talk to
I did.
No,
they took really good care of me. Whoever was actually handling the shipping on that, he sent me a replacement and said, "Oh, just
cool.
Keep that one too. Use it for trade." So that was really nice of him to do that. So, and I traded one of you guys. I must have traded Danny. I traded him a Sterling's like that for a Maven, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Danny. Yep.
He was the first one.
And we love stuff like that just because it, again, whether it's in our collecting wheelhouse or not, it's bringing attention to wrestling cards,
right,
to an audience that may or may not have gotten into it, without that, So like, there were a ton of those sets that were made. I think Papa Bear, I forget how many sets was it, 300, 400,
475, I think it was,
that were sold. Who knows how many collectors this is their first set,
right?
And now they have this, Brian Myers autograph card, or Mark Sterling card. They may turn around and say, you know what, this was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go buy a hobby box of Chrome now. Yep. Or I'm going to pre-order an AEW set. And to me, that's why I said I was in full support of it, because the more eyes that can get onto the hobby, the more fun it's going to be for everybody.
450 total sets put out.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
Okay, I knew something
Which
like
is
that.
still
there's a-
super low print.
It is. And there's a cool website. I went and checked that out at, by the way, just so you know. So I went and checked it out. It's called WrestlingTradingCards.com. I found it.
Definitely check out
Nice.
that site.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for joining us today. Tony, has anybody else got a question?
No, but Matt said I need to do some cowbell, so I got some cowbell for you. So
There we go.
Yeah, where was that?
I just got this. I just got, Husker Halves. If you guys have, collect singles and stuff like that, Husker Halves have been a staple in the business for wrestling cards for damn near over 20 years, almost as long as I've had the website. And he says, hey, send me your address. I got something special for you. You're going to like it. And I go, all right. But he wouldn't tell me what it was. And I get this box. It's this small flat rate box. It's all bulging out and torn apart. And I'm like, what the hell's inside there? It's like, I go, dude, I think
PSA
whatever you said is
return.
broke.
Yeah.
It's broke, dude. And I open up, it's some stupid cowbell thing. All because we talked about a cowbell one night or something like that.
It's the official show gimmick now.
Now it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
was saying, it was a
Oh,
hit
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did use it tonight. So
Made
don't
the
make
show.
sure.
Yeah,
I will
definitely
take this
worked.
and bash someone in the head with it.
Well, before we
They better
sign
sell
off,
it,
we want to
too.
just thank you guys for doing what you guys do, and even doing something like this tonight. Like we've been talking about this all week. How
Yes, thank you.
there's never been anything like this, that we've been a part of, and this is what I think is going to drive the wrestling card hobby even further. Meetups like this, bringing people on and just talking about your collections. I loved seeing what everybody had all night. It was like a virtual flea market. And even if no one sells or buys anything, it's just, people talking about what they collect and what they love. And at the end of the day, that's, what we're trying to do every week. So, we're
I was
definitely
hoping someone could
appreciative.
come on and tell me what this was about. I posted that, man, because I found it in my storage unit, because the back is the 1990 classic, but the back it's signed Macho King Randy Savage.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
No clue.
That's
No
Wow.
clue.
awesome.
I wanted someone to like, yeah, that looks legit. Like I'm looking
Oh
online.
yeah, I can't tell you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
I'll send it to my
someone else to
buddy.
say the best part about this is Danny was on the podcast telling us about this, and I was listening. I go, man, that'd be great. I would love to be on something like that. Like, why aren't they asking us to be on that? I would love to talk about that. He goes, I have to edit this all. I go, I have to edit this all out now because we are going to be on as surprise guests. I have to edit everything you just said out. I go, oh, perfect, even better. So we had to edit all that out.
It's great.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on, and thanks for doing the podcast. It's Johnny, it's just what you said. Like, and I would encourage more people, if you're watching this or listening to this, or you're in the chat right now, if you want to start creating content for wrestling cards, do it. There's different avenues for, like I said earlier, I don't necessarily think this, but a lot of people think you guys do too much modern. Well, who cares? Do the modern. There's plenty of people doing vintage. There's plenty of people doing stuff, in odd years. There's people out there doing stuff.
I think more
just
people
for
do it
sets.
great because
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening is that our small group of people now who are doing these little podcasts and things like that are kind of inspiring other people to get out there and talk about what they have,
Yes.
whether they still collect or not. This is why, rest his soul, Chef Carl, who recently just passed away, he was looking to do a podcast and start doing one talking about the stories behind these kinds of cards, talk about that era of wrestling and, why these cards are so special. It was all gonna be card related and story related with, the history of wrestling.
Like with events and pictures and stuff like that.
Oh
So-
wow, that's
that's
a really great idea.
And he was perfect for that because his the 88 Wonderama is like right up his wheelhouse, like one of his favorite sets ever. And then of course he just recently passed like that. And it's just I love to see more people like that who are passionate about even certain eras. Like, hey, I'm a big fan of the 1990 Classic series, man. Let's talk about that for every week.
going super deep dives. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about it all. I mean, it doesn't matter
Pick
to
a
me.
set and talk about it.
There's so
Absolutely.
much room in this hobby for all of us to kind of do what we love and talk about what we love and produce what you want. I mean, that's how we were inspired to start our show, was listening to Brian Myers and Matt Cardona talk about figures every week.
Yep.
So the three of us were fans of that show. We're like, wow, we love how passionate they are about figures. Well, we talk about cards all day long. Let's just record it. And it'll almost be like a weekly hangout. That's kind of what we're going for. And now it's spiraled into this, and there's so much room to, for everybody to put more stuff out. And that's how it's going to grow.
I think it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It really is.
No, it's
Well,
exciting. It really is.
Let's end on that, guys. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Come
Wanna
on,
do
who
it, Papa
doesn't
Bear?
know? Who doesn't
Nah,
know?
Johnny, go ahead.
We
Johnny,
still
go
got-
ahead.
We still got some jabronis in here, I'm sure.
So we are on Instagram at Card Foundation Pod. We are on Twitter at Card Found Pod. Our show, the Card Foundation podcast, comes out every Thursday on Apple, Spotify, Google, pretty much wherever you could find podcasts these days. Being part of the major pod network, we're lucky to have them put us out on all of their platforms and everything. We're on social media all day, every day. If you have questions, DM us. We're happy to help as best we can. We're doing razzes and box breaks and all that kind of stuff. We just launched our YouTube page, which I think we actually just hit 100 subs. So now we can change our URL.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the URL is because it was like a million numbers and letters.
Mhm.
So I think Danny's going to change that. So as soon as we get
I gotta
that,
do that. I
we'll
never do
post
that. I have to do that to mine. I'm still using the same generic piece of shit they gave me to begin with.
Exactly. Yep. So we're looking to change that, and we'll be posting some videos and stuff. So yeah, that's basically everything we have.
Can I interest
Guys,
you guys
thank
in
you.
interest you guys in any some free swag for being on?
Yeah. Never turn that down.
Who here likes Trish Stratus? Who likes Trish?
I'm not gonna say I don't like Trish Stratus.
No, I'll give you.
Yeah,
a free...
we had a tough breakup. So I don't really.
Yeah, you and me both.
I would love that.
All right. One going. Which one? I got Hurricane. I got Chavo, Tajiri. Come on, that's your guy right there. Robbie E.
Get that guy out of here.
Ron Killings. Al Snow. Candace.
Man, you have a lot of hate by then.
Dude, I don't normally talk. I mean, I do kind of touch basically a little bit about. I used to work for RVD for years, so he had a comic book store in Los Angeles that went out of business. And after it went out of business, we were trying to move it a little bit on the store, eBay store. It's like that. And then one day, I think that his accountant got tired of seeing all the inventory in the books, so we signed a little contract with each other where, I bought it from him, which is, but I basically he gave me everything in the store in the comic book store.
I just watched an RVD video today. I liked.
We don't talk anymore, so don't even name drop me, please. We don't talk no more.
No, I did not. I just saw it on Instagram. If you follow him on Instagram, it was a weird job.
That one, or Don Marie.
No, send me. He's surprised. I want that one. John Morrison.
Okay, I'll send you John Morrison. You got it.
I
got Matt Hardy.
I like John Morrison. I'm a big John Morrison guy.
Okay, you got it, man. Send it to you.
Real cool. Real strange cat.
Yeah, I've worked with him for a few years. I've got a bunch of 8x10s, and yeah, when I first met him and Melina were together living in like I can't remember where it's by the beach in SoCal, and we were there because we were just starting to pick up Melina as a client. He was still with WWE and had no interest in doing stuff with us. And then so him and I were just sitting off to the side while my partner at the time was talking to Melina how things are going to work, and him and I were just having coffee and just been friends ever since. So
there you go.
Well, actually, quick story. We so his Topps Chrome card that just came out seemed like the majority of them.
Yeah, right across the middle.
He missed the white mark where to sign the card, and he ran. He signed it across his his body or on top of the card.
He went all Kurt Angle on it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt Angle. Yes, you're right.
So
what's his? Did you ever ask him why he did that, Kurt Angle? By the way,
I'm going to now. I actually have to call him this week. I'm going to actually ask him why. A lot of your cards, your autograph cards from this particular series, run of series, all off the sides like that. I don't know why.
Papa Bear ended up sending a picture of the card to Matt Cardona and said, "Dude, can you ask your boy why he's signing his card and not the sign spot?" And he started just laughing. He's like, "You know what? I'm going to reach out to him this week and ask him." So
I'd love to hear the story.
Well, hopefully we'll figure, once we get an idea, we'll definitely let you guys know.
That's awesome.
That's great. The guys that just signed in the middle.
Just right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like the 2002 Fleer All Access had the off the mat graph autographs.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some guys took that a little too literal because they wrote right above. They wrote like most of them are like on the top, right there, not on the ring mat. Trish Stratus, all her cards are up on the top. She has 4 cards where she actually signed the ring mat. And those are the 4 cards that she had given to me that I turned around and said, "Can you sign them right here for me?"
Wow.
So
those people that miss it, I guess just aren't card guys.
No.
That's how I take it. They just aren't card guys.
100% not card guys like that. I didn't collect that stuff. I just all I care about is my body, man. My abs. I'm an ab guy. That's what I am. I'm an abs
Just
guy.
slay him out on the
Body
table. And I
business.
The body business.
throwing this Herbie Hancocks all over it. But
Well,
That's
thanks,
awesome.
guys. I really
Thanks
appreciate
again.
it.
Yeah, thanks for
man.
coming on.
Oh,
If you guys
thank you
want to,
guys.
if you guys want to stick around, Tony want to talk to you off air. So if you stick around for just a second,
You want to
Sure.
get this guy who's been sitting in the waiting room for an hour? You want to get him? He was the last guy that was supposed to come in for his spot, or no?
yeah, if he's here,
He's here. He's been sitting here for an hour.
yeah, sure,
Get him in here.
get him in here. You
Yeah,
guys,
bring him in.
later,
Just
guys.
bring him in.
all right, see ya.
You take it off. You sticking it out. You sticking around. Oh, he's gone, and now he's gone. I don't know who Mr. Odds Wrestling cards.
Yeah, that's him. That's our.
Okay.
That's Mark.
He's been sitting there for an hour.
Hmm.
Almost an hour. Had he been on time.
Yeah, there must have been.
Paul wants
Also-
back in.
Yeah, let him in.
I'm gonna let him back in.
Yeah, let him in.
I'm letting him back in. I'm letting Papa Bear back in. I'm an official member now, Dan.
That is true. You can call the shots and bring in the big guns.
That's right. I'm bringing in my muscle, Paul.
I'm just
Papa
being
Bear.
the Eric Bischoff over here getting pushed around by the NWO.
It's all right. I'm bringing him back.
I thought I was gonna wait in the waiting room.
No, man.
No, you just hang out with us. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
well Tony was going to talk to you off air, but we're supposed to.
Yeah, I
have
didn't know.
one-
I didn't know how to, go to the waiting room.
You know what?
You guys in this waiting room.
Yeah. I don't know the technicalities of how going into a waiting room and trying to talk to somebody privately without ending this. But if you want, we can just talk a different time. If you want to, I can.
No,
just,
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I don't even know what the hell we want to talk about to begin
Well,
with.
we got to end the stream first. We haven't actually ended the stream.
Oh, we're
stopped
still
recording,
live,
so-
guys. We're still live.
Yeah,
We're still live. So we'll
we're
talk
gonna
later
wait.
if you want.
I know Mr. Rod's wrestling cards.
Well, do you want to wait for him to come on? If he doesn't come on, we'll just end the stream here before too long.
Yeah,
Papa Bear, if you want to stick around for just a couple minutes.
Uh,
though.
he
yeah.
ain't there,
Okay,
so-
yeah.
Hold on. It's he ain't coming on. So I'm gonna go ahead and can I just go ahead
Okay.
and take it out?
All right, guys.
Go
Thanks
ahead.
for. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Oh, he's here.
He made us beg for it.
Man,
I'm
you're
sorry,
big-
man.
You
I'm
get-
a
you get a
nerd.
Everybody's
special-
back in.
You get a special
I'm-
treat, man. We got the Card Foundation podcast here, man. You got a
I was
special
like, I know
treat.
him.
Mr.
Hey.
Rod, what's up?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Well, what do you got? What do you got to sell?
I got my whole. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, how do I flip the screen here?
Turn that sumbitch sideways.
Turn that sumbitch sideways. All right. So,
There's the rock right there.
Can I show a card off quick that I'm
Yeah. If you
actually-
get, if you get,
Wait, dude, you guys show whatever you want.
Yeah.
So this is I pulled this today.
it's a Mysterio.
Five Timers Club. Is that
Rey
Mysterio?
Mysterio
one?
out of 25.
Nice.
So it's potentially for sale. Haven't seen much,
oh, there we go.
available on eBay in terms of comps and stuff like that. I know some guy has it listed for like 400 now. If anyone's interested, hit us up either on the chat or Twitter, Instagram. You could DM us. It's potentially for sale. So
That's a good card, man.
All right.
How many boxes did you crack?
me personally, 3.
3. I know Papa Bear heard. You did a case?
The case. I got like 6 more.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't have a problem at all. There's no problem. There's no addiction.
All right.
That's why we're all here.
I think Mark's got his stuff ready.
All right, Mark, what do you got? What have we got here, man? We got a lot of stuff on the table there.
Oh yeah, got a lot of stuff. Little shout out to you real
Oh,
fast.
Hey, that's my issue.
Yes, sir.
Nice, man. People who don't know, what year is that? 2000 and Randy Orton's on the cover.
I
can't see it.
February 2012.
Yeah, so WWE reached out to me and wanted to do an article about trading cards in their WWE magazine back then. And so all the images, that 2-page spread there is an article where they interviewed myself and my partner, David Porto. And we provide all the images to them with some little information and history about it. And I thought it was so cool. Like at first I thought someone was bullshitting us and that No way. WWE's not
Papa
contacting
Bear.
us. Yeah.
What do you got in
What
there?
you got there?
Oh shit! You got the Kurt
Come
Hawkins signed slab.
on. The sign
Oh, you got-
slabs.
I've already got, and you got the Funko. That's my
And
little
I got
shrine.
the Funko.
Tony, I just bought that issue.
You bought it?
I just did it now. Yeah.
High five.
All right, Mark, if you can, as you're going over that stuff, if you could give us just an idea of what you have, possibly. I know you've got a lot of stuff out there for people to see.
Yeah, whatever. Everything's up for grabs. I'm personally want to collect Swerve Scott. So if anybody has any Swerve Scott, send some trades, man. Everything's up for grabs. So
You have a lot of interesting stuff and cool stuff, man. How can people find you?
I'm only on Instagram at Imrod's Trading Cards or Imrod's Wrestling Cards. I'm sorry.
Oh man, this is so when we go play this back later, so I have for people to go back and look.
I got
at the
your
stuff.
Kurt Angle.
Don't tempt me. Don't be tempting me. Is that number? What version is that one?
It was.
Let me check my drawer of wonder here. Hold on a second. I got my Kurt Angle stuff right here.
Oh, there's the number right there. It is 50.
Oh, shut up. Okay, whatever. Yeah, mine's only 99. Damn it. I'm gonna have to. We'll talk.
Got those Roman rookies.
Oh, dude, I love those. And you got the whole
Yeah.
set. I got the exact same
Yeah.
thing. The relic rookies. Those I love those.
Rookies.
So Papa Bear, you're big on Roman Reigns, right?
Big on Reigns. Big on Reigns.
And what about you, Johnny? What's your Bret Hart, right? All Bret Hart.
Yeah. In terms of like the newer guys, I'd say I'm something like Shotzi Blackheart. You know, especially this year, I got super into her and Rhea Ripley. I see like a lot of collectability with those guys, especially with like someone like Sasha Banks. Being in the Mandalorian and everything, like stuff like that was like, seeing what The Rock's doing out there kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I that's the only that's the Star Wars. I bought her the Star Wars the living set.
Yep.
I bought the whole packet of it. Like the big bulk.
Yeah,
of it.
I think we all picked that card up. That was
I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. I mean, the investment on that's just going to be for long-term value. I mean, why not? And
Yep.
the cost per card when you buy that big brick is just makes it so much cheaper and better. Look at all the cool stuff, man. Don't be tempting me with stuff, man. Stop, knock it off. Hey, Johnny, do you have like a Holy Grail card that you want? You don't have in your collection now that you want to acquire?
Oh man, Holy Grail. It's a good question.
What about you, Papa Bear?
I want that Rock Panini sticker PSA 10.
Gotta be a PSA 10, huh?
I want the 10. I'll take a 9. I got one out right now, and I got 2 other boxes I haven't opened. But I'm seeing how this one does to see if I'm going to open up the other ones.
So all cards, that's your Grail card?
I think that's the coolest card. I'm a big Rock guy. Look at that stud just showing off his face and his Macho Man shirt.
Yeah, we're not selling our.
Yeah. How much for you?
Okay, it's not that kind of a show.
But I'm also looking for. I want the. I'm gonna go back to the variation of the Cactus Jack of these.
Oh, I love those cards.
I'm looking for the Cactus Jack. So if anybody has that, I would like that.
Are you strictly selling? You looking to do trades or both?
Yeah, I'm more. If anybody wants to have any Swerve Scotts, I'm looking for Swerve Scotts. I'm selling. It don't matter. I like trades.
I like Swerve Scott. That's a good.
It's another prime example of what we were just talking about in our conversations. People who collect somebody that's not the Hogan, the Rock, the Austin. Like, it's refreshing, and I love talking to these people.
Yeah. I've been a collector for a long time, so it's time to move on to another player.
Yeah, right.
They debuted tonight on SmackDown, I think.
Yeah, yep. They were supposed to. Yeah. All right, Mark, let everybody know where they can find you one more time before we get out of here, and they can go back and watch some of the video footage of some of the cards you've showed off, or maybe get some more information about what you have.
Absolutely. Instagram, Imrod's Wrestling Cards.
Tony,
Right there.
we got to give him something.
Oh, we got to give him something, dude. I don't have Swerve here. Let me see. Guys or girls? Guy or girl? What do you want?
Let's go, girl.
Why don't you give him one
Girl?
of each?
One of each? Okay.
Yeah. We'll give him one of each since we had technical difficulties.
You got it, man. I'm gonna give you a Candice
I'm a
Michelle.
noob. Okay.
Candice Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll get you one of those. I'll get you the other version of Matt Harley I got there. I had two different ones.
There we go.
Nice.
I'll take it.
You got it, man.
Awesome.
All right,
Just
Mark.
make sure you message me your address and I'll get those shipped out to you.
All right, sir.
Thanks for joining us.
Mark,
Sorry
take it
about
easy.
All right, thanks, guys.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Thanks, man.
Take care,
Later,
Rod.
Yep, you too, John.
And I guess with that, I guess
Guys.
we can call it we're done.
Thanks for joining us night one. You two can stick around. We'll talk to you in just a second. Thanks to everybody that joined us. That's got stuff for sale. Night two, tomorrow night, 2 big box breaks. Going to be a lot of fun. I'm really, fingers crossed for those Lenny Lane autographs. So
Yeah.
hopefully-
That was
You know,
very nice of Wes to donate those.
Yes, all the
That's
money
awesome. That was super nice. That's awesome.
all the money we've collected is going to be going to the, I believe, Alabama Children's Hospital.
Birmingham
Is it-
Children's
yeah.
Hospital, I think is, yeah.
Awesome.
So thanks for guys.
So,
Thanks for joining night one. Stick around night two tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern.